Hello everyone, welcome to TVON. Happy Friday. My name is Joyce and thank you so much for being here with me on this fabulous Friday evening. We have a nice surprise today. If you guys know by now, I do design some pieces here and there. And I had a couple of projects in the works for the last couple of months, and I'm very pleased to say that a couple of them have been completed since then and are here today. So if you like to play around with the color combinations, well, today is your day because I got a couple. So keep an eye out for those. And some of those designs do include bluing block D Tanzanites, by the way, so that's also very exciting. Speaking of, this is not my design, but I'm sure you guys have seen this ring before. I honestly don't know how it's still here. I mean, it is beyond comfortable, and when I first saw it, I was like, instantly put it on the index finger, see how it feels, and it's been on the hand, it's been on my hand for the last hour or so. So if you want to see it again, I do have it here, but I'm just saying, we don't get too many, bluing block D Tanzanites in the 10 karat range that you could wear pretty much anywhere. So let me know on those. And last week, I believe it was last week, we had a very unique piece, and it was our Tsavorite necklace. Now, had a lot of questions on it, and I get it. It's a little bit difficult to price something when you really don't have like a reference. So the necklace is still here, by the way. So I decided, let's do something a little bit different this week. If you wanted either a bracelet or a ring, I do have those today, which I think, might as well just start the show with those, because Tsavorites, you never get to see a single centerstone Tsavorite piece. You don't see those that often, and simply put, we don't have that many, right? Nothing new has come in, obviously, and at this point, it's like we have more rejections than actual, gem quality pieces that we have determined that are, worthy to set into jewelry. So that's why you don't get to see too many of them. So once you see a Tsavorite, if you don't have one yet, I would encourage you to just, at least have one, right? So, and oh, I forgot to mention, we're continuing our customer appreciation sale, 10% off of everything. Totally forgot to mention it, but yes, the sale continues. If you have anything that you would like to, see again, if you have any requests, please do let us know. But let's get right into it because we have a lot to get to today. So Sapphire time. So let's take a look at the wheel, and this is gonna be Tsavorite. This is a singular stone. I feel like at this point we see more Tsavorites that are, accent stone sizes as opposed to, full-on center stone sizes. But this right here is going to be 1125246. And yes, it is everyday wearable. It's in that signature style mounting. You can change the gold color if you would like. I personally, I lean more towards the yellow gold, but I do not mind that white gold look here. And hello everyone. Hi G, hi Julie, hi Tracy. Hello everyone, and hello if you're watching on YouTube and our website as well. This right here is going to be our 94-point center stone. This is our Tsavorite. And it also has 74 points total weight of your diamonds. Now this is absolutely every single day wearable. This is not the large, signature style. This is not the oversized, you just look at it. You can wear it every single day. And, if you wanted to add, a bigger punch to it, you could probably even, stack the yellow diamond wonder rings around it. I mean, that's just a thought, I see these pieces in person and I'm like, okay, wow, that's great by itself. But, if you wanted to just change it up a little bit, just to, play around with, color mixing, color matching, I think that would be a great way to go about with this one. And here's the thing, it did start at $39.99, as you know, it is not a small stone. It's just a few points shy of being a 1 carat stone, which, you know, again, this size, I know it's kind of silly to say when you just saw an entire necklace filled with Tsavorites, but we don't get to see stones in this size that often. Here it is. This is what it looks like on the hand, because again, this size is oh so visible, oh so bright. These stones, by the way, are usually fairly included. I probably should have, you know, gone digging through our rejections and, you know, found something, but maybe next time. But I mean, you just look at it. This is one of those stones where you just look at and you can already tell the quality. You can tell that you can tell that you're watching TVON, right? You know, I just put the ring up there, you're just looking at it, you know, it doesn't even have to be on my hand, but you just look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that is TVON quality Tsavorite, and it absolutely is, right? I mean, I don't have to say anything about it, you just look at it. And even better is that it is not even going to be $19.99 today. Again, we have larger Tsavorite. They are going to be in that deeper, darker green color, which again, to each their own. If you have a preference, that's perfectly fine. But I'm just saying, out of all the Tsavorites that I have seen, I do prefer this brighter, more vibrant, vivid green. And this absolutely is that bright, vibrant, vivid green. You can see also from the side here that it does not go off the hand, you know, it's not high off the hand at all. This is one of our smaller, if not the smallest signature styles. But I mean, just look at it on the hand, right? You can still see that center stone. It does not disappear. Don't think that just because it's, you know, under a carat that it's, you know, a tiny little baby stone. This is still so visible. And it's not even going to be $19.99 here today. Let's take a look at it back up close here. Again, change the gold color if you would want to. You know, I kind of like it in the white gold for this one, but again, yellow gold or even the rose gold, you know, the option is there. I probably, you know, stay away from the rose gold, but you know, if you like the yellow gold, you know, I'm there with you guys, but you know, I'm not mad at it in the white gold. I think it makes the color feel very clean in a way, you know. The yellow gold can kind of contribute to the warmth of this stone here, but keeping it in the white gold, it just feels the cleanest. And this is what it looks like from the side as well. I mean, this is just a gorgeous piece. You have a complete under gallery on this piece, and you know, in this case, I almost wish that there wasn't an under gallery so that we can look and see if there's any sort of inclusion in the stone, which, you know, from what I am able to, you know, see through the under gallery here, that stone is completely clean. The color is there, the color is consistent. There's no color zoning. There's no, you know, browns to it. There's no other, you know, secondary colors to it. This is that pure, bright, vivid green, and it's not $19.99. If you would like it, if you've been on the lookout for, you know, a Tsavorite of, you know, about a 1 carat size, I only got this one, as you know, everything here today I only got one of. So for this one, we're just gonna make it $14.99, and do not forget, you still get your 10% off at checkout. Very excited, and I'm just gonna quickly flash this. I mentioned a bracelet. It might be a little too early for this, but hey, if you guys wanted, you know, maybe the ring and the bracelet here, I mean, I got you covered. And just a heads up there, but perfectly matching stones. I mean, I'm at this point very tempted to just, you know, take apart either the necklace or the bracelet. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do it, but you know, I'm thinking, right? It's like, we don't get to see so many Tsavorites. They're all consistent with that bright, vibrant green. And I mean, I would love to see more, but this is it. This is all in terms of what I have in these smaller Tsavorites for today. And $14.99 will make it yours. Okay, so moving right along. Now, just because I move on does not mean that the piece is gone, so I just have a lot to show you guys today. I do have a fairly interesting piece here today. It is a heart shape. It does need some assistance, but this is what it looks like. And this is going to be our heart-shaped spessartite garnet. This is 112-5159, and I'm gonna have to zoom out just a little bit here. Now I know on the screen right now it's reading a little bit more red, but I will say this, in person it does look a little bit on the, it's like the medium between red and orange. I know, very helpful, right? But again, I know the cameras, you know, they tend to pick up, you know, different colors and, you know, emphasize the intensity, but when I see this in person, it is not pure red as it may be appearing on the screen right now, but it is more of a orangey red or a reddish orange. But there definitely is a visible orange in this piece right here. 1188 is that center stone carat weight. And you also got a gorgeous single halo with diamonds down the band. Every single diamond here totaling a carat 37. And I mean, just look at it. This is a gorgeous piece. And funny thing is, I was looking at this piece before the show started, and one of our top jewelers, who themselves, by the way, is also a gemstone collector, saw me looking at this piece, and they went, "Wow, that's a really nice Mozambique ruby." And I paused. I paused and I was like, "Wow. That is the highest compliment you can ever give to a spessartite garnet." When you know, just look at it and you go, instantly just think Mozambique ruby, which by the way, if you want a Mozambique ruby in a ring, I have one today, but that is just, I am just, you know, I'm just amazed that, you know, a collector, you know, did not start collecting yesterday, by the way. I think at this point, maybe 30, 40 years of collecting, looks at this spessartite garnet and thinks that it is a Mozambique ruby. I mean, that just tells you that this is an amazing stone. This is an amazing piece. And it started at $14,999. Now, I would advise you to keep this one in the yellow gold. I mean, I just love everything about it. It just feels so warm, you know, from the center stone to the yellow gold and even to the diamonds. Like, this entire piece just feels so incredibly warm. And I only got this one. Again, heart shapes you don't see too much of. There's a reason why it's here, you know, second item of the show, right? I mean, you just look at it. I'm here babysitting it right now, but if I tried to, you know, block one of the lights, not very helpful, but I will block both of the lights in a moment here. This is not even going to be $99.99 here today. And yes, I'm gonna say it, this stone is included. Garnets, they typically all are. You've seen it, and I mentioned it. This is an included stone, and I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not gonna hide it either, because I mean, just look at it, right? This is again one of those pieces where it's like, I don't have to be here for it. And I mean, just look at it. Right now it's again showing that fiery, intense reds, but the oranges are definitely there. Love everything about this piece, about this stone, about the style. I know, very simple, but still everyday wearable. If you like this one here today, we're gonna make it $79.99 to the very first caller who says yes on this one. I mean, just look directly into that stone. How can you say no, right? I mean, this, you know, it definitely does, you know, to a certain extent, feel like it could be like ruby material, but this is the power of spessartite garnet. This is our heart shape, 1188 center stone, and I mean, look at that. Inside of the basket is that bright orange. It's like a Mandarin garnet has snuck its way behind the stone right here. How is that even possible? This is what it looks like from the back as well. So got a nice, you know, again, single halo, very simple. Got a basket and of course, kind of like a mini, you know, under gallery with your heart there. You know, me personally, not a heart person, but you know, when you just look at this piece, you just kind of got to, you know, make that exception here. But $79.99 on this one. Let me also try it on the hand here, as I've been waiting to do this. I mean, right? Here, I think it's more true to the color I see in person. Here's where you can see just a little bit more of that orange. but still, there's still reds mixed in there, as you can see. But I think this is, truer to what I see in person. So, a great way to show you guys, different perspectives. And, it's very subtle, just from the wheel to here, I just love how I can show you how the stone may look a little bit different. But again, I will say, how the stone looks like in person to me. It does depend on lighting. It depends on where you are, of course. You can't open this in a dark room and expect the stone to, be bright like this. But again, I just love this piece. Not high off the hand at all. That is a concern with some of these larger stones here, but not with this one. So $79.99 on this one. Do let me know if you would like to grab it. I mean, that center stone. Okay, this single halo right here, VS diamonds. You guys know our VS diamonds. You have our VS diamonds. You know how bright and intense they can be, right? If it were VS diamonds next to a incredibly included, hazy stone, you would be able to tell how lifeless the center stone looks. But here, everything is bright, everything is ablaze, everything is just full of energy, full of life. And again, this is wear it however you want. I'm just doing some, thinking here, but I would love to see this with the yellow diamond wonder ring. Again, it's up to you, but that's just my 2 cents here. Let me know on this one. Let's go back up close here, take another quick look before we move right along. And I think next up I might have to show you yet another heart-shaped piece. That is, the first of my color combination design line here today. So we will find out who is going to grab this one. And hi, Carolyn. Hi, Miss S. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those shows where, you see something, you want it, you see something, you want it, you see something, you want it. So get ready. So let me know on this one. And of course, if you just want a traditional, Mandarin garnet, maybe in a pendant, unfortunately, I do not have anything. However, if you want a Mandarin garnet in a pendant with, a little bit something special, very simple, but still very special. And maybe you want something in a heart shape as well. I know at this point I'm spoiling it for you guys, but I have a pendant. It's been in the works for a while. One of my designs, one of my little experiments with the color combination that I like to do. We have a Mandarin garnet pendant with a trilliant Paraiba. I hope you guys like how much fun I had playing around with color combinations, because we are going to have quite a few of these designs going forth in today's show. This is going to be 1125483. This is brand new today. I am so excited that it is here. This is the first of a couple of pieces that have been completed since, a couple months ago. This is heart shape and trilliant. 2 shapes that we do not necessarily see every day, and yet here they are together in one single pendant. And yes, these stones, have been fan favorites for a long time. They've been consistently rather popular here. And now you get both in one single pendant. Now, starting with the Paraiba, we have a 32-point trilliant in the bail here. So again, holding it by its bail. Trillions, first of all, we do not get to see much of at all. I saw it, I grabbed it, and I saw this Mandarin garnet heart shape, and I was like, listen, the Mandarin garnet, we could easily just grab it, put it in a ring, single halo, double halo, whatever, call it a day. And I'm like, no. You look at the stone, it feels like it's something special, right? It deserves something special. So I put 2 and 2 together, and this is the completed product here. Of course, center stone, or the Mandarin garnet, I called it the center stone. Of the Mandarin garnet, we do have a 301. and it's very simple. It is actually currently in two-tone gold, so around the Mandarin garnet in the yellow gold, everything else in the white gold. I just love how, you know, two-tone gold pieces, even, you know, triple-tone gold pieces are not exactly easy to do. You know, it's quite, it adds more, you know, labor intensiveness to it, right? Lasering it together, this and that, right? Polishing it. You know, it's a little bit more intense, and I'm just glad that our jewelers were kind enough to, you know, do this for me, because it could have easily been in all white gold. It could have easily been in all yellow gold, but, you know, I'm just, again, very grateful that they went ahead and, you know, did as I originally requested, which was the Mandarin garnet in the yellow gold, the Paraiba in the white gold. It's very simple, but you can see that both stones in this one piece, very bright. Again, two of, I might have to say, the most included stones that we have here together in one pendant. This is just unheard of. And again, I don't have to point it out, but just look at how bright that Mandarin garnet is. I mean, I'm just gonna set it down here, and I'm gonna do the thing where I, you know, casually walk around and just block one of the lights, block both of the lights, and just like that, both of the stones are just neon. Again, Mandarin garnets are not called neon. Paraibas, yes, they are called neons, but Mandarin garnets, absolutely not. But you look at it in this case and suddenly it is neon, it is bright. Again, 2 of the 3 lights are blocked right now. You know, there's just this one little light source right here on this pendant right here, and that Mandarin garnet is like, I don't care. I don't care if there's only one light source on me. I am going to shine like that, and it absolutely is. Again, I only got this one. Hi, Ginger. Happy Friday. This is something a little bit different. I hope you guys like it, even just a little bit. It's really fun to, you know, just go through our entire, you know, inventory, private collection, you know, museum reserve sometimes even. Sorry to the museums. And, you know, just pick out these stones to put them together in pieces like this. Now, with all things considered, this is a piece that started at $59.99. You know, when you have that Mandarin garnet that looks like that and the Paraiba that is in the bale, it makes sense, right? These are not small stones. You can't just look at the graphics and say, oh yeah, 32 points Paraiba, that's nothing, right? That's just a speck of blue dust, right? No, I mean, you look at it, 32 points, that is sizable, that is visible, that is there. Not to mention the Mandarin garnet, I mean, hello. It is, like, I'm not blocking any of the lights here, but somehow I feel like this Mandarin garnet from this perspective, even brighter, somehow. I don't know how, that is all the stones. We don't have any filters, you know, tracking the stones, you know, adding sparkles here and there, like none of that. This is all these stones doing, and $59.99, it is not going to be. Again, I'm so glad that this is here. Hope you guys love it as much as I do. And so, you know, I might do something a little bit special for this one. This, by the way, from top to bottom is 1/2 inch. So it's not oversized, it's not itty bitty. It's that nice size where you will be able to see it, and you know, everyone is going to be asking you, you know, what is happening. You can tell them about your, you know, Trillions Paraiba, heart-shaped Mandarin garnet. I love everything about this piece. If you would like it, we're not even gonna make it $29.99. You know, originally it was supposed to be, but you know, this is kind of like my mini collection at this point. So we're gonna do something a little bit special. Call me if you would like it. We're gonna make it $28.88 to the very first caller who says yes on this one. I mean, I want to say yes on this one. Like, I would get this in a heartbeat. And I, by the way, do not like heart shapes. They are not my first pick. And yet you look at this one and suddenly it's like, oh, I want that. So here it is for you guys. And yeah, hand sitting is going to be in full effect for today's show, I feel like. And this is what it looks like against the neckline as well. I mean, just look at it. Again, they are not, you know, 10-carat stones. They are not even, you know, 5-carat stones. But you can see, again, I'm wearing blue today. And you can still see how, you know, bright and neon that Paraiba is. You can still see that iconic Paraiba color against the blue of my shirt. that just tells you how strong these stones are, $28.88, and you can still take 10% off at checkout. Do not forget about that. And again, if this is still here by the end, I might just have to, you know, treat myself, right? But let's go back up close and take one last look at this one. Again, I am just in love with this piece right here. And again, that's what it looks like from the back. Very simple design, everyday wearable. If you like to have some fun with your jewelry like I do, I mean, this is going to be for you. And if you want something, you know, traditional, single halo, you know, a regular diamond or gold bail, you know, I don't have anything. As much as I love, you know, the simplicity of it, I just like to have some fun with these pieces. Here it is, our first of a couple of pieces in my little mini collection here. I think the Tsavorite might still be here. Let me know if you would like to see the Tsavorite bracelet, as I know I kind of amazed everyone last week with the Tsavorite necklace, but we do have a Tsavorite bracelet here today, and I do have a request for Burley for some diamond hoops. I'm glad that these are here today. Now, good thing about hoops is that I do have a couple, not a million of them to go around, but I do have a couple to go around. So let me know on my Mandarin garnet and Paraiba pendant here. We're gonna be moving right along. And we do have 1110367 coming up next as requested. This is our diamond hoop style. It's got a nice little closing mechanism in the back, so it does have a button, so it's not going to be, you know, you just close it and pray and hope that you don't lose it, you know, by the end of the day. You're going to hear a click every time you close it shut, and that's how you know it's going to be secure. This is our 202 diamond hoops here, inside out style, 1.5 inch, and this is going to be the round ones. I know I love hoop requests, but we do have, you know, rounds and ovals in terms of the shapes of the hoops here, but these are going to be the rounds. $59.99 supposed to be, and you know, VS diamonds, we we do not price VS diamonds like they are VS diamonds, but just know that once you get VS diamonds into your life, you're going to never want to shop anywhere else that does not offer you VS diamonds for the values that we do. I've heard it time and time again where, you know, new customers find us. Again, we do not plaster ads everywhere. You know, it's kind of like, you know, if you're lucky enough to find us, congratulations. But, you know, new callers call in, you know, a little bit wary, understandable. They're like, yeah, VS diamonds, you know, I'll try it out, but how good can it be, right? And then they get it, and then they call back, and then suddenly it's the entire world has changed. They will no longer shop anywhere else, especially for diamonds. They will only get their pieces from us here at TVON. I've heard it not one, not two, not 3 times. I've heard it many times. And so I'm glad that these are here. This is going to be here for anyone who maybe wants to try out VS diamonds, for someone who wants to try out a hoop design that has, you know, a larger presence in the ear. You are going to look fabulous, white, yellow, or the rose gold. If you wanted to get a couple, if you wanted to get one of each, I think that is perfectly fine, perfectly doable. I'm not going to limit you guys to, you know, only 1 pair of hoops, you know, per cart. And by the way, 10% off does not mean 10% off of your entire cart. It means 10% off of every single item, which means that holiday season, you know, the gifting season is going to be upon us before you know it. And I think now is the perfect time to start that holiday shopping, the gift ideas. As long as she has pierced ears, that is perfectly fine. You know, she can wear these. And we're gonna make it $19.99 if you would like to grab a pair or 2 or 3 or more. But just know that this $19.99 for 202 in VS diamonds, this is just unheard of. Again, we do not price VS diamonds like they are VS diamonds. I mean, no matter how you look at it, even the diamonds in the back, they are going to be absolutely bright and sparkly. And, you know, sometimes I look at our VS diamonds and my eyes kind of hurt. They kind of tear up. Why? Because they are so incredibly bright. You know, sometimes I look at our, you know, stud earrings where it's just one single stone. And even then I'm like, wow, that kind of hurts to look at. That is because it is VS diamonds. Every single individual stone in this pair of hoops perfectly matched. White diamonds still need to be matched. There's not one single stone in this pair of hoops that looks even remotely, you know, off color, even gray. Every single diamond here is bright, it's twinkling, it's sparkling. This is VS diamonds, $19.99 a pair. Again, I currently have the yellow gold. You can see where the opening, how the opening works here, where you have a button. So you just press down on the button and open it, just like that. I mean, as easy as that. And then if you want to close it, did you hear that click? I don't know if you guys did, but it clicked. It's a very loud click. You're gonna hear it when it closes. $19.99 on these. Let's go back up close here. And let me just hold this one and hold it against my ear for you guys here so that you guys can see it. I mean, just look at that. This is going to be a look in your ears. This is not, you know, our Huggies. This is not a, you know, 1-inch hoop. This is a statement hoop. And again, no matter how you look at it, hair up or hair down, this is going to be eye-catching. Love the style, love the inside-out hoop design. And $19.99 a pair. Call me now if you'd like to grab it. Let's go back up close. This might be the only item of today that I actually have more than one of, so thank you for the request. And I mean, again, you look at it up close, you look at it against the hand, you look at it against my ear, you know, no matter how you look at it, it looks fabulous. You're gonna feel fabulous wearing these. You might even wear these every single day. So let me know. And Miss S used to think SMH meant sitting on my hands instead of shaking my head. I mean, in the context of TVON, I think it's, you know, sitting on my hands. But let me know on these. Looks like we already have white and yellow gold going out the door here. We will find out who is going to grab what. For these, the white gold are incredibly popular here. Ooh, we have a request for Joni. So, for green zircon. Very nice. We'll get to that right up next, and then we will continue with some of our other pieces here. And let me know on the Mandarin garnet and Paraiba pendant. Again, brand new pieces. I'm not going to charge you guys, you know, a designer fee. You know, I don't want pieces to be sitting here for, you know, years and years and years just because I'm like, no, I designed it. I got to, you know, put it, you know, over $10,000. None of that. I want you guys to wear it. I want you guys to love it. I want you guys to wear it every single day and feel fabulous. And let me know on these. Looks like white gold might be the most popular out of the three. And next up, we do have a green zircon in a ring here by request. Wow, it's been a while since we've seen green zircon here. This is 1119568. This is, I believe it's in the two-tone gold, or it looks like two-tone gold, but there's just a little bit of the white rhodium around the white diamonds. Everything else is going to be in the yellow gold. This is one of my favorite mountings for the ovals. You know, there's something about the white gold and the yellow gold with the green stone in the center where it's perfectly balanced. You know, earlier we had the Tsavorite, you know, it looks great, it looks very cool, it looks very clean. But, you know, you see a mounting like this and suddenly it's like next level design. And again, you just look at it, it really does look like it. This is our 386 center stone, 96 points of your VS diamonds, single halo diamonds down the side, but you know, that is a very general description. You just look at it and it's like, wow, that is a gorgeous ring. It, you know, it screams designer without the designer price tag. It's not gonna be $49.99. Keep it like it is in the gold color for this one. Again, it's the white gold is just some rhodium over the, or around the white diamonds here. But this right here, from $49.99 all the way down to $19.99, and yet even then we are not done yet. Joni, I don't know if you requested this specific item. I don't know if you just requested any general green zircon, but I am so glad that they brought this one out because this, again, center stone design combined. I think this is my favorite green zircon. You know, we don't have too many green zircons here, but you look at it and it is that, you know, it's a beautiful green. There's many greens in the world of gemstones, and you know, from emeralds to Tsavorites to peridots to tourmalines, right? There are so many different greens in the gemstone world. This, by far, it's almost like it's hard to describe. It's like Tsavorite, but if you put the Tsavorite in a forest. I guess you could call it maybe like a deeper green color, but you know, there's something so specific about a green zircon green that, you know, even me, someone who went to art school, is having a hard time describing. But I mean, just look at it, you can tell that it's green, and it's got those bright flashes here and there. I love this one, and Joni, if you would like it, call me now. We're gonna make it 1888 today. And we will find out, Joni, if you like this one. If not, let me know as well. I'm sure we have a couple more options in the back here. But I mean, look at it. No matter how you look at it from the front or from the side, it looks like it has those bright flashes inside of it. It kind of reminds me of our color change sphenes. It kind of reminds me also of our, you know, Russian demantoids. This is green zircon, and yet it is like combining, you know, elements from different green gemstones all into one. I love this piece. Under gallery as well, you can see most of the ring is going to be in the yellow gold. And 1888, you still get your 10% off of this one as well. I mean, just look at it. It's just green flashes are just dancing through the stone. Love it. This is what it looks like on the hand. I might just have to bring this design back, you know, more often in the future. But I mean, look at that. This is oval, by the way. This is not, you know, emerald cut. This is not radiant cut. This is a oval shaped gemstone. And look at what it is doing. That's crazy. And 1888, and on top of that, you get 10% off at checkout. That is insane. So let me know if you would like to grab this one. This is what it looks like from the side as well. So again, it's a gorgeous piece. It's not high off the hand at all. Everyday wearable, absolutely. I mean, my brain right now looking at this ring, I want to call it a color change spene. It is not a color change spene. This is green zircon, 1888. Let me know. Let's go back up close. Take one last look at it before we move right along here. And we don't get to see too many green zircons. I'm glad that it is here today. And hi, Nicole. Hi, Amy. And next up, let me know on the hoops. I heard a couple more going out the door here. Luckily, we have a couple to go around. But next up, we're gonna start with our Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite pendant. And this specific pendant I had flashed very quickly last week. It caught some of you guys' attention. So I thought, you know, bring it here today for a formal presentation. And it looks something like this. This is Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite. This is yet another one of my designs that is finally complete. This is gonna be 1125-384. 18K white gold. And honestly, this stone should have been, you know, museum reserve. It honestly also should have been private collection, but it kind of, you know, jumped over that label. May have been my fault because I saw the stone, immediately fell in love with it, and kind of just held on to it for myself, for one of my, you know, designing adventures, because when you look at it, you kind of don't want to just, you know, put a single halo of diamonds around it and just call it a day, right? You kind of want to do something unique, something special. I held on to the stone for the longest time because, you know, nothing felt quite right until I saw this Mahenge pink spinel in the bale. This center stone is going to be our 2158 round Portuguese cut Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite. And that Mahenge pink spinel, by the way, is not an itty bitty little stone. It is, you know, technically could be an accent stone, yes. But that trillionth Mahenge pink spinel that you see right there is 93 points total weight. And on top of that, I just had to add some diamonds around it. I know, forgive me. But of all of your diamonds combined, you have 83 points total weight. This combination is by far one of my favorite color combinations to play around with, especially for the blue ink block Tanzanites. I mean, because you have blue ink block Tanzanites, you have those bright red flashes, and then you have it kind of, mimicked, that color kind of brought over into that merengue pink spinel. I love this piece. And here's the thing, I only got this one. It has to stay like it is in the white gold. The stones are both so bright, so clean, so intense. Neon pink spinel, merengue pink spinel, neon. Blue ink block Tanzanite, I mean, quite an intense blue color. Not a dark stone, by the way. Kind of like amethyst and, Tsavorite and some other gemstones out there. Blue ink block Tanzanites, or Tanzanites in general, when they're this blue color, some stones can get a little too dark. Kind of also like the blue sapphires. I've seen it in larger stones. I've seen it in smaller stones. But here, no problem there. It is not, so dark to the point where you look at it and it's like, what am I looking at, right? You look at it and you immediately go, ah, yes, this is TVON's blue ink block Tanzanite. And this here is our $29,999 piece. Except for, it's not. Again, these pieces, I would love for you to just pick them up today. We're going to send it out on Monday, and you are going to get it by, let's say, Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you live. I want you to get this piece as soon as you can, if you love it. So I'm going to help you out. We're not going to leave it at that $30,000 price tag, even though, again, not a small stone at all. You have a gorgeous 93-point merengue pink spinel in the bail. It's not even going to be $15,999. I get it. This is a crazy piece. This is insane. I would be honored, if a museum, came by and was like, we'd like to take this one for, to put on display, but I'm going to say, thank you, but no thank you, because I want you guys to wear it. I don't want it to be, sitting on display in some museum and then, no one gets to wear, right? These pieces are meant to be worn. They're not meant to be just, sitting in a bag, in a box, and, on a shelf, wherever, right? You should wear these pieces. You should love these pieces, and you can, because it is not going to be $16,000 either. If you would like it, call me now. I know it's not a small piece, but you know me, I love these big boy pieces. And we're gonna make this one $12,999 if you would like to take my blue ink block Tanzanite pendant piece with the merengue pink spinel in the bail here. And it reminds me of Superman. Kind of, yeah. The merengue pink spinel, kind of. It doesn't really, they're calling it a trillionth. I first thought trillion, but it's kind of like a take of a trillionth cut stone, but definitely. And yeah, Nicole says, I wouldn't never want to take off. I mean, I hope, right? If you get this, wear it every single day, please. And, I hope you love it if you get it. And this is it. This is my new, I guess you could call it a brainchild. I do have the other piece too, by the way, if you were, curious, if you wanted to see it as well. This is what this pendant looks like against the hand. And again, wow, those red flashes just multiplied, it seems like. Merengue pink spinel, still that bright neon pink as expected. And I mean, just look at it. Every single day wearable, not, a overwhelming amount of diamonds unlike my other one. Sorry to my other one, it's up here with me. But I mean, just look at it. And you just want to, pick it up and at least look at it. And I don't know about you, but I want to wear it right now, but I don't have a chain up here, but this is one of those pieces where you just cannot resist. And, I'm so glad that, this stone in particular, the Tanzanite, ended up with, this combination and this design because, it's been a long time in the making and it is finally here. Let me know, brand new today, and yet you still get 10% off. I just love that. And let's take a look at it against the neckline here, because no matter how you look at it, those stones are going to be there. They're going to be ever so, visible and prominent. So again, not a small piece at all. You guys know me at this point. Let me know if you would like to grab it. This is Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite. Let's go back up close, take one last look at it before we move right along. Now, I do have another piece here today that has been long awaited. I sketched out the design, and from that moment on, I have been impatiently waiting for this piece. And it sounds a little something like blue zircon with Mandarin garnet. Very simple, I know, but I just absolutely love it. And it is here as well. Let me actually set this one down just for a brief little moment here so you can kind of see, what it looks like from the side, because that is also very important. So you can see the bail itself, there's plenty of space if you wanted to string a, thicker chain through there. That is probably what I would recommend. But I mean, just no matter how you look at it, red flashes coming from the Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite. That Mahenge pink spinel by itself as well, casting its own bright hot pink color onto the wheel right there. Let me know on this one. It is just, I just love how it turned out. Hope you guys love it too. Seems like everyone does happen to love it, so that is fantastic. And next up, before I get to the blue zircon and Mandarin garnet pendant, I do have one piece that I feel obligated to share with everyone. And it is going to be a pair of Mandarin garnet stud earrings. So let me know on this little guy here. And next up we have 1124665, and they are pear shapes and they look something like that. These are not teeny tiny little pear shapes. These, I'm actually quite amazed that we were able to create a pair of pear shaped Mandarin garnet stud earrings in this size. This is going to be in that 18K white gold. Lovely mounting there. And if you're thinking, wow, those baguette diamonds in the halo, they look kind of orange. Those are not orange diamonds. Those are white diamonds. And it is because these Mandarin garnets are so incredibly bright that it has turned its adjacent diamonds orange. Again, the diamonds are all white diamonds. There is not a single orange diamond in there. It just looks like it thanks to the Mandarin garnets. Now here's the thing. Of your pear-shaped Mandarin garnets, oh, by the way, private collection. I don't know if you could tell, but just looking at it, it's like, okay, yeah. But in our private collection, Mandarin garnets, we have 443 total weight, not small sizes. And we also have 28 points combined for all of your diamonds here, the rounds and the baguettes. And $99.99 is where they started at. Again, do not be like, oh, Mandarin garnet, yeah, they're not exactly like, let's say, blue diamonds, right? They're not, crazy over the top. But when you have qualities such as this, the price tends to be a little bit higher, especially from the private collection, because Mandarin garnets, you do not see stones like this elsewhere. We didn't bring you guys private collection Mandarin garnets until recently, and I'm glad that we opened the private collection so that we can share with everyone. 1/2 inch from top to bottom on these. And the post is going to be towards one side. It is going to be towards the point of the pear shape here. So as you can see, it's going to sit like a teardrop on your ear. And I have to do it. But just walking around, blocking 2 of the lights, I mean, they look great like this, and just like that, they look even better. How is this possible? It looks like our Mandarin garnets are on fire. This is amazing. I mean, we've had Mandarin garnets like this, for how many weeks at this point? And every single time I'm here, every single time I walk around and block the lights, it just amazes me time and time again. I love this pair of earrings. If you would like to own private collection Mandarin garnets, today is your day. I only got this one pair. Mandarin garnets are, you know, incredibly difficult to match. And here we are, perfectly matched pair. It's not going to be even $79.99 or even $5,999. I'm going to borrow one. Going to hold it against my hand. And then you can see the size of these stones. And if these stones were, you know, divided evenly, it'd be about $221 per stone. These are not itty bitty little stones. I know it's so easy to look at them up close on the wheel and see them and you're like, oh yeah, they're probably, you know, you could wear them even as, you know, in the second piercing. Absolutely not for these primary piercings, because just look at the size. I mean, you can even see very clearly those baguette white diamonds on either side of your Mandarin garnets. A lot of hand sitting today, looks like. This is not going to be $59.99 again. Brand new today, yes, but you still get to take 10% off. And if you don't like them for whatever reason, send them right on back. It's as easy as that. But you got to see them in person first. You are going to fall in love with our private collection Mandarin garnets. If you would like this pair of earrings right here, right now, we're going to make it $39.99 to the very first caller who says yes. If you've been, you know, maybe looking for something like this, or maybe you have something from our private collection, but you want more. First of all, I totally understand. And I'm just glad that we have this opportunity for one of you guys out there to grab a pair of our private collection Mandarin garnet pear shapes in a pair of earrings, everyday wearable, no less. So $39.99 on these. Let's go back up close and take one last look at them. Let me also hold one up to my ear here. So you can really see, again, these are not, you know, baby Mandarin garnets. These are sizable. Even from here, you can see those baguette white diamonds. These are not small stones at all. Let me know if you'd like to grab them. Again, that Mandarin garnet, it's still that bright, sunshiny orange, and it's here for $39.99. Let's go back up close. Take one last look at them together here. And again, this is what they look like from the back. So as you can see, the post is towards one side. It's towards the point there. I mean, these stones are, they're clean. I'm gonna maybe zoom in a little bit here so you can see into the stones more, but I mean, I'm looking at it up here and it is just, it's just bright. It's unbelievably bright. It looks like it's on fire. The stones look, they look like they are on fire, and I just cannot believe it. I mean, just look at it. It looks like there's lava inside of it, molten lava inside of your Mandarin garnets. But don't worry, there's no lava inside of these stones. But I mean, it just looks like it, doesn't it? $39.99. Let me know if you'd like to grab it here today. And I know these are beautiful. And they are here for $39.99. All right, next up, we have the long-awaited piece. The blue zircon with also Mandarin garnets. I hope you guys aren't tired of the Mandarin garnets. I don't know, but it's like my obsession grows by the day with these Mandarin garnets here. And I mean, just looking at it, you can kind of tell why. But this is it. This is here. Let me know. I'm going to zoom back just a little bit here so you can see, you know, a better framing of our gorgeous Mandarin garnet earrings. And next up, I have a lot of, you know, favorites today, but I have never been so eager for a piece to be completed until now. And this is the first of its kind. This is going to be a blue zircon and Mandarin garnet in a pendant. I mean, just look at it. I'm sorry, is that a little too bright? Because, wow. All right, guys, this is 112-5482. And this is another one of my projects. This is blue zircon, this is Mandarin garnet, and this is crazy bright. Two-tone gold as well in this one. As you can see here, blue zircon in the white gold, Mandarin garnet in the yellow gold. And if you like this, I would not be surprised if this one went, just like that out the door. But if you like this one, you can always hang up if, the price is not for you or if the price is not right, you think. But I cannot recreate this look. I wish I could, but I just simply cannot. This is going to be our 908 blue zircon center stone. And on top of that, quite literally, you have a 93-point emerald cut Mandarin garnet. I'm in love with this piece. I have to say it. I'm in love with this piece. I mean, just look at it. And by the way, I'm holding it by its hidden bail, so it's actually going to sit, like this on your neckline. But no matter how you look at it, it is going to be bright. It is going to reflect. Again, that orange stone at the top there, that is Mandarin garnet. You've seen Mandarin garnets. You can probably, look it up right now on the internet, and it will show you some, included stones, never in the emerald cut. And here we have it in the emerald cut. Why? Because it is clean. If an emerald cut stone, emerald cut gemstone, a gemstone that is prone to having natural inclusions, were cut in the emerald cut, you would be able to see every single inclusion. You would be able to count every single inclusion. But you can't in this one. Why? Because, simply put, it is clean. It is just that clean. And $79.99 was where this piece started. It does not surprise me. Let me put it back like this so I don't have to hover my hand. But I mean, just look at it, right? I can hold it away from the light. It looks amazing. That is the color of the stones. I hold it up into the camera, and all you are seeing are bright neon colors. Both of these stones are not called neon, every single day. I'm just calling it because I am seeing it, and you guys, are here with me. You guys are seeing it as well. It's not going to be $79.99. If you like it, let me know, because it may already be gone. We're going to make it not even $39.99. Again, brand new, one of my designs. I wanted to do something special for you guys today. We're going to make it $36.99 to the very first caller who says yes. And if I could, you bet I would be bringing this back, every single week. But this took a while, and I am glad that it is finally here. I mean, just look at it, and looks like it is already gone. So congratulations on this one. Take a look at it against the hand here for a brief little size comparison. I mean, no matter how you look at it, I mean, I'm just in love with this piece, and congratulations on this one. And I'm gonna miss this piece. If you get this, if you don't mind, send me a selfie of you wearing this one, because I mean, this has to be, top 5 in pieces that I have ever designed, and I hope you love it. This is what it looks like against the neckline as well. Again, neon, bright, intense, extreme. This is it. Congratulations. One last look up close, and we're gonna say bye to this one. So congrats on this one. Gonna see if it can sit on its side like that, and it does. Now, if you do want a larger blue zircon necklace, I do have something. It's a pear shape. It's a 2881. So just a heads up there. Tanzanite pendant with the Mahenge pink spinel. Looks like it may be still here. Mozambique ruby pear shape is here as well. And this one is gone, so forgive me for showing it here. But let's bring back the Tsavorite for a quick little look here. I'm gonna miss this piece. And at the very beginning, we had a Tsavorite in a ring that looked like this. Again, not blue, not orange, but a bright green, and it is amazing. Tim, can I ask who got that? Can I ask who got that pendant? She is going to love it. And I'll do my best, but again, I just love that color combination, you know, blues and oranges. Blues and oranges, you know, never would have thought, but here we are. So congrats on that one. And oh wow, first hour has come and gone. Time really does fly. Thank you guys for joining me today. My name is Joyce, and it's been a crazy first hour. We still got 2 more hours here today, so a lot more of the fun pieces that are in my mini collection here still to show, including some blue and black Tanzanite pendants. So very excited about that. I think everything might be pendants here today. Didn't really think about it. So let me know if there's anything from the first hour that you want to see again. Again, I have everything here. Just let me know. And hoops, we had a request earlier today for some hoops. We still got a couple of those still here. So call your operator to see if there's anything you want to see again. If you want to rewind, but you just want a quick little flash again, that's no problem at all. I mentioned blue and black Tanzanite pendants that I had done, but I had created another larger pendant. I'm just gonna read to you guys the information because it is not a small piece. It is a 2180 cushion cut copper bearing tourmaline, so already a large stone. And then what I decided to do was add a Paraiba to it, more specifically a 207 pear-shaped Paraiba in the bail, a single stone, and it also has a carat 03 of diamonds. So that's yet another piece that I had created that is here today. I know it's not a small piece. If you would like to see it sooner in the show, let me know, but it is just here. I'm gonna show it regardless, but I'm just throwing it out there. If you would like to have a copper-bearing tourmaline pendant with a Paraiba in the bail, it's here. So let me know on that. And we also have Trapiche. So some fun, you know, gemstones designed by maybe Mother Nature herself that are also here. And Royal Zimbaran. I think this might be the largest Royal Zimbaran that we've had in a while. That is also here. So a lot to get to still. And just want to thank you guys again for being here with me. And let's get right back into it. So let's take a look at our Tsavorite one more time here before we move right along. We have a Tsavorite pendant, not pendant. Had a necklace last week, but I do have a bracelet if anyone is interested. And speaking of, if anyone is interested, I do have yet another Mandarin garnet. Forgive me if it's too much, or maybe if I should save it for maybe next week, but I do have one in the saddle ring. It looks a little something like this. It's very bright, and that is because the stone itself is rather bright here, but just a quick little flash on that one there. I might start flashing some pieces here and there and just, you know, shouting out some prices. Yet another piece that has been here for a while that was not, you know, done by me, but that I thought, you know, it's still pretty fun. This is also a Tsavorite. You know, consistency is key. I mean, you look at it, Tsavorite in the white gold, Tsavorite in the yellow gold. That is how consistent we are with our colors. If you would like this ring right here, the larger Tsavorite, we're gonna make this one $39.99, and those are in fact yellow sapphires on either side right there. So this one right here, $39.99. The smaller one is still available as far as I know. And next up, I think we have to go Trapiche. Because we've had bracelets, we've had earrings, we've had pendants, and here we are going to cycle back around and take a look at Trapiche Emerald in the rings here. So call me on this Tsavorite. Next up, we do have this gorgeous piece right here. This is 1125186. This design, you know, Trapiche emeralds, they have, they're very unique. They're very different. There are no two trapiches that are exactly the same. And this one in particular kind of reminds me of a turtle shell. Maybe that's just me, but I was looking at it earlier and I was like, huh, it kind of, looks like a turtle shell. Maybe it's the center where you can actually see, the hexagon shape that I absolutely love. But there's something about this one that screams turtle to me. This is going to be our 712 Trapiche Emerald Center Stone. It's kind of like a free-form oval here, but I mean, I don't really care what shape it's in. I mean, just look at it, bright, vivid green. And it's kind of got like a cat's eye effect happening between each of the wheel arms here, which, very unusual to see. We also have 30 points of your yellow diamonds. And also, last but not least, 55 points of your white diamonds there. I mean, this is just a look. And Sherry, I like turtles too. Had a turtle once, and now I have a cat. Yep, went and adopted my little baby last Saturday, so now I have a cat, and I'm actually not allergic to her, which I am so thankful for. I was a little worried that I was going to, have allergies, but I am not allergic to her. Not even a sniffle, not even a sneeze. And she's been such a good little cat. Trying to teach her to not bite my toes, but we're working on it. This is gonna be $19,999. Except for if it was that price, it would still be here, months from now, years from now. It is a large stone, but I want you to own these pieces. I want you to be able to, see these pieces and go, I want that, and to be able to call in and say yes to the price. And simply put, that $20,000 right now is not working. I get it. But just keep in mind that this is not a small ring. In fact, I had this ring on as a index finger ring just because of how it looked. I mean, right? 712 emerald, not small. Yellow diamond halo, not small. White diamond halo to top it all off, not small. The cat's eye effect, still happening in this emerald. I would wear it like this, honestly, but you can wear it however you want. Probably not on the thumb, probably not on the pinky, but you know me. I've been obsessed with, index finger rings. And this one, I think it could work that way. This ring is so wide that you can't see the band. Like what gold color is the band? I have to look to, find out for you. It's white gold. That is just how wide this piece is. Two-tone look, love it. The stone does not, protrude outwards. It is safe to wear. I mean, everyone's gonna be asking you questions like, what are you wearing? Like, it's a green gemstone. Yes, but what is it? It's Trapiche Emerald. And if you would like this one, Miss S would love that Trapiche as a pendant also. I know we've been working on a couple because, they're all a very unique, kind of freeform shape. So it's kind of hard to put it in a, pre-existing mounting here. So we do have some pendants here. Obviously not with this, specific stone, but, we can always check maybe in the back if we have anything. I know we've been, working on pieces here and there. I think we might have one in a very similar style to this one. I know I had one last week with yellow diamonds. I remember it was 3 individual yellow diamonds and 1 point total weight. But this right here is not gonna be $20,000. Ginger, me too. I love large rings. Let me move it over to my ring finger here actually so you can see if you want to wear it like this. I mean, no matter how you wear it, you're not going to see that band. You're just going to see Trapiche Emerald, yellow diamond, and white diamond, and that is it. I mean, that's all I want to see. But this is it. It's not going to be even $12,999. Again, it is a large piece. It is a large stone, and it is bright. Some of the other trapiches, they have a grayish base color to them, which, if you're not picky, that's perfectly fine. But in our case, we want to have that bright, vivid green, and this one absolutely does have it. The center is, fairly centered, I would say. I love how the marks kind of just taper wider, the more it reaches the edge of the stone here. I just love this. It's simple, it's everyday wearable, no Paraibas around it, which, that's an idea, but it's not gonna be $13,000 either. Let's take a look at it up close one more time, which I also have to show you guys what it looks like from the back, because you see it from the side there. That is not a, paper thin gold band. That is a band. That is a gold band. And when you look at it from the back, suddenly it's like, oh, is this a new signet ring? It is not. This entire backside of this ring is solid 14K white gold. Gold is not inexpensive. And yet we have gone ahead and said, you know what? Just a small little detail could make this piece look even better, and that is just covering the entire back in solid 14K white gold. And that is what we have done. And if you would like this one, it's not going to be $13,000. We're just going to make it easy. We're going to make it $99.99 to the very first caller who says yes. And yes, on top of that, keep in mind, you still get to take 10% off. Brand new today, does not matter. Trapiche emerald, rare collectible stone, does not matter. You are going to get 10% off of that $99.99 if you call in now and pick it up. So let me know on this one. I do have a pair of earrings as well. If you would like to see them, let me know, but just mentioning it, just throwing it out there. I do have a brand new Paraiba as well, a gorgeous carat 62 oval. And we had color change sphene not too long ago, and I saw this one and I was intrigued because of its cut. You guys might have seen this before, but I just have to bring it back one more time. Forgive me for all the green stones, but I just can't help myself because you just saw Trapiche emeralds, and now here you are going to see color change sphene. Now, it doesn't look like much right now, I will admit, but wait till you see it directly, facing into the camera. This is 1125227. This is emeralds cut, color change sphene. And if you've never seen this stone before, you're probably wondering, where's the color change? I don't see color change. I see a green stone, I see maybe yellow flashes, maybe a red flash here and there. I don't see the color change. I'm gonna hold the back of this ring and I'm going to angle it upwards into your eyes. That red, yellow, orange is what this stone changes colors into. We have a mixed lighting situation up here, and because of that, makes this possible. I mean, you're looking at the piece right now like this, and if you didn't know, that this was a color change sphene, you'd probably be, scratching your head and wondering, what color is that stone? I cannot tell. Is it red? Is it yellow? Is it green? Like, what is it? It is our green stone, and it does in fact have a gorgeous color change effect to it. Sherry, I agree. Now that should be a pendant. I mean, honestly, when you have a stone like this, personally speaking, I do not care what it's in. As long as I get to have it, I get to wear it, I mean, I'd be A-okay. This is going to be our 366 center stone emerald cut color change sphene. 49 points of your diamond single halo triple split shank. $79.99 it no longer is. Again, this is also a collectible stone. This is ever so popular every time we bring it out here. I'm just amazed that it is still here for one collector to own. I mean, where else can you cannot walk into a, major jewelry store and just go, I'd like to see your color change sphenes. They're gonna go, color change what? We have diamonds, do you want diamonds? They're not gonna have these stones. They're not gonna have, Trapiche emeralds. They're not gonna have, blue zircon and Mandarin garnet together. They may not even have Paraiba. This is where you shop for your fine jewelry. And this is where you get your values. If you would like to have a color change sphene, I have to recommend this one. Especially in the rings. We have a larger cushion cut, 3-stone style mounting, it. It's, I think it's the largest stone we have in a ring right now, but out of everything that I've seen in our color change sphenes, I have to recommend this one. I mean, you just look at it and you can already tell why. It's not gonna be $79.99. If you would like it, call me now. I only got this one. I cannot recreate the stone. I wish I could just copy paste it, a million times and everyone will be happy, but that simply is not how Mother Nature works. This is gonna be $39.99 to the very first caller who says yes on this color change sphene. TVON exclusive. This is where you shop for your fine jewelry, for your rare and collectibles, because, in the slimmest chance that you go somewhere and they happen to have color change sphene, I highly doubt that it's going to look like this. And in fact, one of our reps actually told me that a rather high percentage of the top quality color change sphenes have been, we grabbed them. We took them, we have them. And we do not have much of this left. What you see is what I have. Again, smaller stones don't have too many to go around. This is where you call in and grab it, $39.99, and you are going to still take that 10% off. Let me also try it on the hand here for you guys here, because it's a wearable. It's an everyday wearable style. I mean, that's kind of bright, but you get the idea, right? You've got all the colors you would want to see. They're all saturated. It's not like, oh, you only see the greens and the yellows and there's no reds in it. You see the reds bright and clear. It's not like you gotta kind of look for it, right? You have this in your hand. You just kind of put a little bit of light on it, put it into, angle it so you're looking at it directly into the stone. And then it looks like that. Amazing. And emerald cut stones too. I mean, this is what they do. This is why emerald cut gemstones are, one of my favorite cuts. Simply because you look at it like this and it's like, oh yeah, that's a nice stone, not much there. And then suddenly you just angle it just a little bit, just a little bit. And then suddenly the entire stone just comes to life. And that's why I love the emerald cut stone. So let me know this one, $39.99, 100% color change. I mean, this is just living proof right here. And there's no, you gotta put it under this very special lighting, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, hold it at a very, specific angle, none of that. You get it at home, put it under incandescent light, it's gonna change colors. It's gonna be gorgeous. And $39.99. minus 10% off of that will make it yours. So let's find out who's gonna grab it here. Gonna put it back up close for one more look here. And I'm gonna try and take us away from the green stones a little bit, but last week I had a gorgeous emerald. You guys probably remember it. It is no longer here. But if you were thinking about it a little bit, sad that you maybe missed out, I do have this one. You've seen this one. It is still here. I have brought out our rejected loose stones yet again. I actually brought out the oval that I had mentioned last week that had a little bit of a color zoning happening. So if you wanted to see this emerald again, side by side with our rejections, which you saw last week, one of our better rejections, let me know. But this emerald is also still here, $59.99 on this emerald. Let me know if you would like to grab it. Rhodochrosite that we had last week, you know, if you want to see it again, I'd be more than happy to show it to you guys. And color change sphene, let me know. Blue wing block D Tanzanite, and the ring that I was wearing at the very beginning is also here. Funnily enough, for also $59.99. So this is one of those rings that I think we could probably wear as a index finger ring. You saw me wearing it there at the very beginning of the show. This is just, there's something about this design. I love, you know, tapered baguettes, and especially when it's set like this. And the entire ring is just so smooth, you know, you could wear this anywhere. So let me know if you'd like to see that. And what else do we have here? We have cat's eye indicolite. This is a piece that I had done a while ago. It's been a while. And it's always been fairly pricey because it is cat's eye indicolite. And, you know, it also has some pretty bright, saturated yellow diamonds. And it looks something like this. You guys remember this piece. This is one of those designs that it's just for this one stone, custom made. Probably not going to bring it back. Probably can't bring it back purely because of those yellow diamonds. This is 112-1150. You got that iconic indicolite blue. You've got your cat's eye phenomena. You've got some pretty sizable white diamonds, and you also got those very fancy yellow diamonds. If you remember this piece, it started at $12,999. And since then, you know, $49.99, you know, $39.99, $29.99. I just want someone to get this. It's a very different look, I admit, but I saw this brand new discount and I was like, okay. I know that this is cat's eye indicolite, and I know that it's got some pretty fancy yellow diamonds, and I know that it's got some pretty large white diamonds around it, but how is this possible? How is it going under $29.99 here today? This is not supposed to happen. Very rarely does that happen here, where I see something and I kind of, you know, question it. If you are thinking of a cat's eye indicolite, you know that, you know, the larger stones, they are pricey. They're pricier. But if you always felt like, you know, it's unobtainable and I just can't, I have this one here. And the only thing that is a little crazy about this one to me is that that's a 480 in the center. This is not a small ring. And somehow, you know, you look at that starting price where it's, you know, $13,000, and then you look at where we're gonna go, and suddenly it's like, you might also get a little confused. You're gonna be like, is TVON okay? Like, should we maybe, you know, bump the price back up a little bit? This ring right here, if you would like to grab it, which, you know, the price I'm about to do, you're still gonna take that 10% off. It honestly, you know, probably shouldn't be on a 10% off sale show, but here it is. We're gonna make it $24.99. And on top of that, you still get to take 10% off. By the way, this is not a small ring. Take a look at it. That is a lot of gold. That center stone is not a itty bitty little, you know, 1 carat stone. That is a 480. You can see those yellow diamonds. You can see how saturated they are. Yellow diamonds that look like that should not cost, you know, whatever cost we apparently put them at, because $24.99 for just the center stone, you can't do it. And here you have not only the center stone, you have yellow diamonds, you have all of that 14K yellow gold, and you have white diamonds that can be basically seen from space. I can count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 bezel set in this ring. And this entire ring, $24.99 minus that 10%. You can take a picture of this ring that is on my hand right now. You can go to your local jeweler and you can go, hey, can you maybe recreate this look for me for under $3,000? They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. This simply does not happen. And here we are, you can't even see the band on this ring and it's $24.99 minus the 10% off. This is one of those cases where something is seriously wrong. If you want to get this ring just to, take out the center stone and just melt it down, that is perfectly fine. I totally understand if you decide to do that. But again, just that center stone, you cannot recreate this entire piece for even $24.99. Now here we are just handing it to you. So again, let me know if you would like to grab it. Let me move it over to my middle. And okay, this is one of those pieces where I would wear it anywhere, not the pinky or the thumb, but anywhere over here, or even here. I just wear it. It's comfortable, true to size on this one. It is a wider design, but it's not going to roll, it's not going to turn. It's not heavy, it's not top heavy. I love the negative space. I decided to sneak in a little of the hidden hearts motif in this one. And it does not scream heart shape to me. I don't think it screams heart shape to any of you guys. Like I'm just focused on the center stone. I am focused on the white diamonds. I am focused on the yellow diamonds. And the design is like an afterthought, which I do not mind. Right, you just look at this ring, it is not a small ring. And let me move it over to the index as well. And I mean, just look at it. Cat's eye indicolite, love it. It's not gonna be uncomfortable. It's not gonna be, can't, function, just have to sit there and look pretty. You can wear this however you want. You can go out, do whatever you need to do, and you can still wear this wherever you want. So let me know, $24.99 on this one is just unheard of. And if we happen to, be like, oh, that's a big mistake, guess I gotta, take it apart now, I would totally understand. So let me know before it's gone, $24.99 on this one. Let's go back up close here and take one last look at it. Love that cat's eye. Love the color of the stone. This is where it's at. So let me know if you'd like to grab it here today. And if you also wanted to see my other Tanzanite pendant, this one in particular, I brought it out for our 10% off sale show as well here. So just throwing it out there if you wanted to see that one, wanted to see, a comparison. I do have those too. And color change sphene is still here. I'm gonna start flashing some pieces here, pieces that we've had fairly recently. And Joni, let me know what you thought about your request there. I'm not sure if you called back, but I'm gonna flash this one. You guys remember it. This is like the Aurora stone. This is black opal. If you would like this ring right here, we're gonna make it $14.99. Again, this is one of those pieces that I cannot believe is still here, but you can kind of see how, it's a dark blue base color, and then you just kind of angle it just a little bit, and suddenly it has turned bright green. So this one is still here, $14.99 if you'd like to grab it. And what else do we have here? I have some bluing block Tanzanite earrings. I have a gold quartz. It is a square. We don't really get to see the squares too much. This one is going to be in a ring. Looks something like this. If you would like this one, we're gonna make it $8.88. Everything that I'm flashing here also gets to take the 10% off. And you can see there, gold quartz, but I mean, that is gold, diamond, and gold. Typically, when you see a band, it's just diamonds. But here you have gold, diamonds, gold, and this entire ring right here, $8.88. Call me if you'd like to grab it. We'll show you guys the Paraiba right up next. And this is a really cool design. This is a leaf design, and it's in the yellow gold. The opal is still here, G. I know, I would have taken it, but wanted to give it a last flash here and see if, you know, one of you guys maybe like the opal that I had flashed, but the opal is still here, $14.99. And this one, this is a really cool leaf design. It is a matte finishing, like texturing on the gold there. You have some fancy multicolored diamonds, you know, dangling right there. If you would like this entire pendant and brooch, you can wear it 2 different ways. Wow, look at how luscious that gold is. I just want to drink it. But if you would like this brooch slash pendant, this one right here is going to be $19.99. And it's also got your white diamonds there as well. I know it's very bright. For some, you know, matte finish gold, this is incredibly bright. But this entire piece right here is $19.99 if you would like to grab it here today. The opal is still here. I actually don't have any opals today, aside from the one I just flashed. So very strange of me to not bring anything out. And if you want pink diamond earrings, I know, what did you just say? Pink diamond earrings. I have a pair today. This is kind of like a fireworks design style. I'm going to move this one aside here for a quick little moment. This is going to be 1111616, and that is what one of them looks like. That center stone round that you can see, that you can even see the prongs for, that is a pink diamond in the center. It is in the 2-tone gold, white, and rose gold here. All of the information is up there. In your centers, you have 16 points total weight, which, you know, in the world of pink diamonds, those are some pretty sizable stones, especially if you can see, you know, that center stone, you can see the prongs, like that is a pretty sizable stone. And Sherry, the quartz, let me go and grab it here. The quartz that I had just flashed is a 2-carat exactly center stone for the square gold quartz, and 20 points of your white diamond. So that one is $8.88 for Sherry. Let me know if you have any questions or would like to see the graphics on that one. But this right here, you've also got 54 points total weight of your accent pink diamonds, which means all of the pink diamonds set in the rose gold. And you also have, I'm a little bit confused about this, but your white diamonds, you have a carat 15 total weight. And these earrings should not have gone below $69.99. And in today's day and age, quite honestly, they should be more than that. You see that item number, you know that it's been here for a hot second, and I think that this design might have even been here before I was here. You can see how, you know, it's not just flat. You know, it's so easy to see something and then just to assume that, you know, it's not dimensional, or, you know, that not a lot of thought has been put into it and it's just, you know, a flat piece of gold and then just some, you know, diamonds sprinkled into it. You can see that this, the entire piece has dimension to it. Your round pink diamond in the center is going to sit the highest over all the others. It's not flat. It very so subtly tapers, you know, outwards. Lever back, you don't have to worry about a backing. This is not even going to be $29.99 for pink and white diamonds. I mean, take a look at it against the hand as well, because as you can see, that is not a small little, you know, earring. This is not like, oh yeah, that's nice, you know, from a far away distance, you know, you can kind of not really see it. Even from the hand where I am standing, I can still see the center round pink diamond. That just does not happen. But here it is. And even better is that it's not gonna be $29.99 either. Again, these prices are a little bit absurd. You're still gonna take the 10% off. It does not matter if it's, white diamonds or pink diamonds. You are still gonna take 10% off. All I ask is that the gold color has to stay like it is. And you tell me if you would like this, because we're gonna make it $24.99 for someone out there to own not only VS white diamonds, but also pink diamonds in this size. This is, I just cannot believe, a lot of pieces today, I just cannot believe that, we are pricing pieces like they have been, many, many, many years ago. Again, that item number is not from yesterday. That item number is not from 2 years ago. That item number is from many years ago. And this price, it's pretty faded on the bag. It's safe to say that that price has not been updated to match today's day and age of pink and white diamond prices. Let's go back up close. And I agree. Miss S says, love those earrings. So wearable. They absolutely are wearable. I mean, you just look at them against the ear right here, and they have a large presence. I mean, just look at it, right? You can still see the negative space. You can see your white and rose gold. You can still see that center, and the elevation from the rest of the design definitely helps. I mean, it's such a fun way to wear pink diamonds. Not everything has to be, in a stud design, in a hoop design, in a whatever design. It could be something fun like this. And from here, it's almost like reading like a flower to me. But, flower, fireworks, whatever you want it to be, it can be. And all you got to do right now is to call in, grab them, and they will be yours. So $24.99 on these. Let's go back up close. And let me also show you what they look like from the back, because even though you're not going to be, necessarily seeing them, it's also good to show you guys what they look like from the back right there. So again, it's white and the rose gold. I just love it, and that's a lot of gold too, right? Like gold prices, not exactly the same from, a couple of years ago, but here we are, pink and white diamonds in a pair of earrings for $24.99. Just don't know how it's possible, but here it is. Cat's eye and indicolite is still here as well. And next up, I might have to show you guys two of my new designs here. I'm gonna set these down here so I can access them, but here we go. If you would like, a little bit of spoilers here, but if you would like bluing block tanzanite in a pendant with merengue pink spinel or Paraiba, but you maybe don't want to, have a large center stone, I have got you covered here. I'm gonna do something a little bit special, because again, debuting these brand new designs. They've been in the works for so long. They are finally here. Let me know on the pink diamonds, but we do have a fancy cut bluing block tanzanite with merengue pink spinel. I might have been a little bit inspired by a certain piece here. This is yet another completed piece. This is 1125487. I saw these fancy shapes and I thought, that's a little different. And when we have a fancy shape like this, almost like the first thought is to just put a single halo around it, put a bail on it if you want to, call it a day. I thought, we don't have, new material coming in, and a fancy cut like this, it's gonna have to be custom made. I don't want to, just put this in a single halo and just do it like that, right? I wanted to make it special. This is going to be in the white gold and the white gold only. So this is the first piece that, or not the first piece, but one of the few pieces that just in the white gold has to stay like it is. But you have a 601 fancy cut bluing block tanzanite. Red flashes are all there. And on top of that, again, quite literally, you have a 63-point cushion cut Mahenge pink spinel, and this is your pendant. I'm holding it by its hidden bail right here. This is a more abstract look. No diamond halos here. 5/8 of an inch from top to bottom for this piece. And, you know, fancy cuts, higher price tag typically, Mahenge pink spinel on top of that. Like, these are not inexpensive stones. $99.99 was where it started at. And I want to continue with giving you guys a special, you know, first time look discount on this one, because it is not going to be $99.99 on this one here today. It was supposed to be, you know, I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but $59.99, which, you know, when you consider all aspects of this piece right here, you got a fancy cut bluing black Tanzanite, you have a not so small Mahenge pink spinel on the top of that. You know, $59.99, that would make sense, unfortunately. But this is what I'm gonna do. This is what it looks like against the hand. You can see here that that is not a small stone. Even the Mahenge pink spinel, you know, if I were to, you know, do some contortion here and kind of hold it against my finger, like that by itself could be a center stone for a ring, but it's not. These two are together. I cannot recreate this look again. Bluing block D material, I just do not have anything new. The most I can do at this point is to, you know, look at what we have left and take apart pieces, but I really do not want to do that. And for this one, I'm not gonna do that. So here's what I'm gonna do for this one. If you would like to grab it here today, if you would like for me to, you know, continue with the blues and the hot pinks, like again, we'll see what I can do, especially for the Tanzanites, but I just love this combination. If you would like this one here today, we're gonna make it a special first time look price. All you gotta do is get in line. We're gonna make it $48.88 to the very first caller who says yes. Again, 601, that is not a small stone. 63-point Mahenge pink spinel, that is not a small stone. You can see it from a distance away, as we will do right now. I mean, just look at it. Again, Mahenge pink spinel, it helps that it's, you know, bright, hot pink, yes. But also look at the Tanzanite. The entire piece put together, it is just, it's like a designer statement piece. I don't know, I'm like complimenting myself at this point, but there's nothing out there in the world that looks like this. You cannot get bluing blocky Tanzanite elsewhere. You can only get it from us. And this, you know, maybe I have a, you know, secret twin somewhere out there who, you know, designs pieces like this too, but I highly doubt it. So $48.88 on this one, let me know. Let's go back up close and take another look at it here. Gonna fall off. But I mean, just look at it. The color combination is there. The red flashes are there. It's a fun little piece. Everyday wearable. Wear it however you want. I personally would probably wear it, you know, higher up on the neckline, maybe kind of like a choker style. That's just me, that's just my thinking, but you can wear it however you want. And in case you wanted a Tanzanite pendant with Paraiba, do not worry. I got you covered. Don't worry either. It does not cost, you know, $1 million. Here's what I'm gonna do. I know I did a special price on this one today, but I want to make it even more special. So if you like that price, if you like the size of the pendant, but you want something a little bit different, I have a Tanzanite, bluing block Tanzanite and Paraiba option. And if you would like this one right here, we're gonna make it the exact same price. So at this point, it's your choice of, do you like Mahenge pink spinel or do you like Paraiba? You have a choice now, because this one right here, we're also gonna make it $48.88, and fingerprints are not included, but this one right here is gonna be 1125486. Might have, you know, gone through the private collection and just taken whatever I wanted. But again, I just love to create these pieces for you guys. And this one that I'm holding right here is also a fancy cut. Now this one actually has an upgrade on the gold purity because it is 18K in the white gold. It is a little bit larger in terms of the center stone, and it's going to be a 621 center stone on this fancy cut. You got a 27 point pear shape Paraiba. I mean, as clean as can be, right? And you also have 34 points of your white diamond. So again, your choice of what colors do you like? Everyone loves the blue and block D material, so you know there's no asking that. Do you like blue and block D Tanzanite? Yes, you do. Not gonna debate that. Now the question is, which one do you like more? It's gonna be your choice of 4888. Now this one with the spinel, it's going to be entirely stationary, so there's no dangling, there's no movement to it. It's just one solid piece. And this one right here, you can see the O-ring right there. It will have some sort of a dangling movement to it, but I can't choose a favorite between these two. So just let me know which one you guys like. But I know, right? How do you even pick? I did this to myself, and now I'm passing it on to you guys. I honestly can't tell which one my favorite is. I mean, I love the Paraiba. I love the Mahenge Pink Spinel. The Tanzanites are both perfect, fancy cuts. One just has diamonds around it, that's it. 4888, how do you choose? I honestly have no idea here. So let me know which one is your favorite. And for this one, let me actually show it to you guys against the hand here so you can see a size perspective. Because again, that Paraiba may be a 27 point, you know, pear shape, but it is bright, it is visible, you can see it from miles away. It's not a washed out stone, which I spent a good portion of the week trying to look for a bad Paraiba in this building. I could not find one, so I'll keep looking for a rejection if we even have one, to just show you guys, you know, what they typically look like out there in the world. But I mean, Paraiba, it does not look like that, you know, elsewhere. It only looks like that here, and that is because we are so incredibly picky with our quality, and it shows, right? You just look at this piece and you can basically just smell the quality coming off of it, right? Paraiba is so crisp, so neon, so clean. The blue and block D material, even from here. Diamonds, VS diamonds. I just can't believe it. And if, in case you were curious, this one also started, you know, $99.99, just if anyone is interested. But the entire pendant from top to bottom, 1 inch, so just a little bit longer than the other one. But again, it is up to you what you guys would like, which one you guys would like to take first. But at the end of the day, 4888, Paraiba or Mahenge Pink Spinel. You can feel free to take both if you can't decide. I am a-okay with that. Take a look at it against the neckline here so you can also see a size perspective. Again, I am wearing blue. The Paraiba is blue. You can still see it. It does not matter if there is a diamond halo around it. It is because that stone by itself is so powerful, and that is the reason why you can see it. It does not matter, you know, mirror finished gold around it, whatever, diamonds around it, nothing around it. It does not matter. It's not going to help the stone be more blue. That is just Paraiba. That is TVON Paraiba. And let's go back up close, take one last look. I just love that, you know, I'm even able to have access to pieces, stones of this quality to even just work with, right? I mean, I feel so blessed, but you just look at it and I honestly cannot decide. It is up to you, your choice of, and I'm gonna try to make this one sit over here. So feel free to take any pictures if you need some time to think about it, but these are our two options for today. of our bluing block tanzanite pendants in the smaller size. So let me know if you would like to grab it here. I think our pink diamond earrings might still be here, so call in and double check with your operators on that one. Mandarin garnet earrings still here. The gold quartz and the opal that I had flashed are both still available as far as I can tell. Trapiche emerald hanging out here on the side too. And let me just show you guys the Paraiba ring, the new one that I have here, before we move on to that copper bearing tourmaline in a pendant, because that is it's gonna take a bit of time to show here, but I mean, this is Paraiba. And you know, I tried to find a rejection. I couldn't. I'll do my best for maybe next week, but this is ideal Paraiba. You cannot get that anywhere else. They are typically included, and we are not gonna hide that. We're not gonna, you know, pretend like it's not. You just look at it, and you can tell that this stone is pretty clean. This is 1124894, 18K white gold on this one. And I am going to zoom in so you can see that center stone. You can see how clean it is. And what I'm actually also going to do is I'm gonna stop the wheel for a second just so that I can block the lights and so that you can see into the stone, because there is no hiding it. This is an included stone. But I mean, look at what it can do, right? You look at it from here, full lights, it's gorgeous. You want to see more details into the stone, no problem. You know, nowhere else is going to do this. They want to, you know, hide it, right? They're going to be like, oh yeah, you know, it's pretty clean. And here I'm doing the opposite. I'm saying, hey, this is an included stone, everybody. Come take a look, right? Why? Because it looks like this. If it were, you know, murky and hazy, like, first of all, we wouldn't even set it, we wouldn't even show it. But because it looks like this, that is why it is here. That is why I'm, you know, shouting it out that this is Paraiba. This is an included gemstone. And this is gonna be our carat 62 center stone. This is our oval. This is such a fun designer mounting. How to even pick between the two Tanzanite pendants? You sit on your hands. Nice one, Tracy. And we also have a fair amount of diamonds in this. So carat 62 Paraiba center stone and carat 51 of all of your diamonds. I can't believe it. Private collection, you bet. Crazy high price tag, I got you covered. $29,999 for a carat 62. What? Yep, that is how things are in today's day and age. And I can only say that I hope that the prices maybe one day come back down, but you know, as far as I can, you know, maybe predict, I don't think it's gonna happen. This is where you get Paraiba, because despite, you know, the world's Paraiba prices, you know, skyrocketing upwards, we are still going to do our best to give you the value. You know, it's not easy, right? Sure, you can get a carat 62 Paraiba out there, but it's gonna be that $30,000 price tag. We are here to help you save. And on top of that, you get to save extra today, you know, with that 10% off. This is not even going to be $19,999. This is an opportunity for only one caller. If you already have a couple of Paraibas, I would not be opposed to just, you know, grabbing a couple more here and there before we, you know, sooner than later get yet another update on, you know, potential Paraiba prices, which, you know, kind of scary to think about. I, get a couple, again, not a financial advisor, but I would really just, get a couple that you love to wear and, maybe a larger stone. This is a pretty large stone, carat 62, and maybe just, sit on it. Not literally, but, just sit on it and see what happens in terms of the prices. I am sure that if you had this ring and you were to sell it to someone for $30,000, they would take it. Here, it's not going to be $20,000. It's not going to be $14,999. And don't forget, the larger the piece, the more you save. The more you save, the more you can, put onto other pieces that you maybe are thinking about. This Paraiba has got the size, it's got the color, it's got the clarity. The three most important parts of Paraiba, this stone has got. There is no green color to it. It's not the green Paraiba. This is pure blue. And I will, of course, love to try it on the hand here because, just look at it. No matter how you wear it, it's going to look like that. It's going to be neon. It's going to be electric. It's going to be bright. It is not going to be washed out. It's not going to be a, really bad aqua. You look at it, I don't even have to tell you that it's Paraiba, you can tell. It's really bad if, you see a stone and you have to play a guessing game, especially when it's a fairly common stone, such as, Paraiba, right? Here, you do not have to do that. There's no guessing games that you need to play. All you got to do is just open the box and put it on your hand and love it. It's not going to be $15,000. We're going to make it $12,999 to the very first collector who says yes on this one. This is also not a small ring. This is also covered and smothered in diamonds. A carat 51 of just diamonds. I know it's a lot happening, but we're going to put it back up close and we're going to take a closer look at all of the design elements that have been put into this. You have, larger diamonds in the halo closest to your center. You have smaller diamonds paved in the outer wave right there. You have a flower design set into the side. A flower design that looks so different from the front. And, I'm not a, hearts, flower person, but I do not mind that. When you look at it from the front, it looks like something totally different. It just looks like an abstract design. It looks like it works into kind of this, helix design of the band. This is a designer, and it looks like it. It absolutely is. Let me know if you'd like to grab it. Yeah, these stones are supposed to be included, and this one is. I'm going to block the lights one more time so you can see into the stone here. It is just neon. There's no doubt about it. Private collection stone, absolutely. $12,999 on this one. Still going to take off your 10%. Let me know if you'd like to grab it here. And next up, I think I have to bring it out now. Next up, we do have that copper-bearing tourmaline with the Paraiba in the bail. I'm going to actually have to figure out how to hold this one because it is quite a large piece. If you thought that this ring right here is our largest Paraiba piece of today, you are wrong. I do have a larger Paraiba. I think that's far back enough. I have a larger Paraiba in a pendant, and a lot of my designs, they do have to be approved because obviously I can't, put, 10 carats of diamonds around, an amethyst, even though I would maybe love to, one day. Something crazy. But how this piece started was that I was given the copper-bearing tourmaline, that gorgeous, pinky purple stone. And I was like, okay, wow, this is important. And then, kind of as a joke, I grabbed the 207 pear-shaped Paraiba and I said, how about this? And to my amazement, they said yes. And that is how this piece came to be. Because listen, a lot of our pieces, where there's more than one stone, we like to keep the stones, in the same family. So for example, you remember our Tsavorite, Royals and Barren, and Mandarin garnet pendant, they're all in the garnet family. You remember, let's see, now I can't think of anything, but you get the idea, right? So I saw that center stone, 2180. It is our cushion cut. And again, given the stone, I was like, okay, I really just cannot put, I can't even put a double halo around this stone and call it a day. I can't even put a pink and white diamond halo around it and call it a day. I want to make something special. And here it is. Kelsey, I agree. I'm sure a lot of us agree with you. We all love Paraiba. This is the ultimate Paraiba piece. 207 in the bale itself. Let me just, where did that ring go? Let me just bring that ring back really quickly here and just show you a size comparison between the ring and the pendant. Of course, it's sideways now and it's a pudgy pair, but that stone in the pendant is larger than the stone in the ring. The ring is still here, by the way. And the entire pendant from top to bottom, Amy says, have mercy. The entire pendant from top to bottom is 1 3/8 inches. This is a big boy piece. This is what I am all about. This is why I love TVON. We don't just bring you guys the same look every single day for years and years and years. We like to switch it up here. We are open-minded. We love to just give you guys something different, something that not everyone can do, something that not everyone is willing to do. This pendant right here was supposed to be $59,999. It's a lot. I agree. But you look at it and suddenly you're like, it all makes sense. Paraiba is bright and neon. The purple pink Paraiba, saturated, still included, by the way. But you can see into the stone, you can see how much depth it has. I love it. The color is consistent. It just looks special. And here's what we're gonna do. Every single one of my brand new pieces, we did something of a little, special, discount on it, right? A special first time look. So here's what we're gonna do on this one. It's not gonna be $60,000. It's not even gonna be $39,999. I get it, this is a big piece, my bad. Two-tone gold on this one, yes, good eye there, but you can see that the only rose gold you see are around your purple Paraiba. Everything else is going to be in the white gold, and also this is going to be $18K, because when you have a piece like this, you definitely have to upgrade the gold purity, and silly me, I did not give an item number, it seems like. This is 5484. This is my design. Love it. Everyone loves it too. Love the feedback. Would love to have a convertible pendant like that where you could detach and wear separately or together. That would be such a interesting idea. And I would also like, You know, let's say this one, if this one were detachable, I would love to have, you know, different, you know, components so you can mix and match. That would be another thought. I hope none of our jewelers are watching, because, you know, that would be really cool actually. If we had a series of, you know, detachable pendants and you can just mix and match, you know, whatever you want, whenever you want, that would be so cool. I will definitely have to look into that and think about it. But this here is not even going to be $29,999. Gee, I think we're onto something. Let me also hold it against the hand here so you can see the actual entire size of it with, you know, my hand for perspective, because this is insane. We see kunzites in this size, and here you have a purple pink Paraiba. And that's 207 too, by the way. Not small. It only got one halo around it, but if you were to just imagine with me for a second here and just remove the purple Paraiba, that 207 is large. It absolutely could be its own little ring, and honestly it should have been, but you know, I just could not pass up on this opportunity to just put two and two together to create this masterpiece. If you would like this pendant here today, if you want to talk about it, again, we still have, you know, 55 minutes here, but if you want to talk about any of these pieces here, I will stay after the show for as long as you need me to, and we can talk all day about this piece, about the Tanzanite with the Mahenge pink spinel, about, let's see, the Mandarin garnet with the Paraiba, the two blue and black Tanzanite pendants. We can talk all day if you want. If you just want to go ahead and just grab my entire collection, go ahead. This is gonna be $28,888. Again, just wanted to give something a little bit special for the debut of this monster piece. And yes, on top of that, you still get to take 10% off of $28,888. This is what it looks like against the neckline. Again, this is not. Out of all the pendants here today, I think this might be the largest one, even larger than the Tanzanite pendant. And the color is all there. The purple is there, the neon Paraiba is there. If you're a Paraiba lover, I'd have to ask you to seriously think about this one, because it's not every day that you get to see a 2180 purple pink Paraiba. It's not every day that you get to see a 207, you know, regular Mozambique neon Paraiba. It is absolutely not every day that you get to see those two stones together in one piece right here. And quite honestly, for that $28,888 price tag, in today's day and age, I don't even think that you could get that 207 Paraiba by itself, considering the color and the clarity it has. So just gonna throw that out there, but this is it. So let's go back up close and take one last look at it. And you guys have seen our, you know, larger Paraibas. You guys have seen our, you know, 2 carat plusers. You guys know where Paraiba prices are right now. And you guys know that you cannot get a 2 carat Paraiba without, you know, paying a price, right? This is insanity. I cannot believe it. This is for one caller and one caller only. Let me know if you'd like to grab it, if you have any questions. And I think with that concludes my designer line for today. Unless I'm missing something here, but I think I got everything. So, phew, we're all done for now. Thank you so much for being here with me and for, you know, loving all of my designs, and means a lot to me. So I just want to thank everyone again. And requests are still welcome, by the way, if you have a, you know, Paraiba in mind. We do have some, you know, other pieces in the back. We do have a lot of rings. Most of our pieces are in the rings, and We do have actually a pear-shaped Paraiba in a pendant. You guys probably remember it. It's covered entirely in, I believe, marquise and pear-shaped white diamonds. So I think it's either a double or a triple halo. It is a crazy piece. So if you want to see that pendant, I was going to bring it out here, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys. So just let me know if you want to see it. We'll go and find it and bring it out here. Some pieces are still hanging out here, and I don't know if I should, show this one today. Flashed it last week. It is the multicolor Congolese tourmaline necklace. Almost 100 carats of all of your tourmalines combined. 10 stones. And I think I have to bring that out. I also have a Trapiche emerald necklace. The one that kind of goes like a wave. That is here as well. And Trapiche emerald earrings with white and yellow diamonds. Very similar to the ring that I had not too long ago. So a couple of pieces are still here. Royals and Baron, one of the, I think the largest, is also coming up as well. And I'll flash some pieces here and there if anyone would like to see them. And let's get right back into it, because I know we're all missing the pendant already. But here it is, and let me know if you would like to grab it. I might just leave this up here for a couple more minutes, because I'm sure no one wants to move on to the next piece. No other piece can possibly top this one right here. So we're just gonna sit here for a while, just take in all of the information. You have a 2 carat plus Paraiba that looks like that in the bail of this pendant. Gonna block the lights here so I can help you guys look into the Paraiba stone. Like, that is a pretty clean Paraiba. Both stones, pretty clean, right? They're all bright and sparkly and full of life, and this is it, guys. So feel free to take your pictures now with the lights blocked, and then we're gonna just let it sit here and turn for a couple more seconds, and then I'll have to find out what to show you guys next, because nothing can top this. Ring is still here. Aw, thank you, Nicole. And yeah, Sherry, I actually got that question not too long ago, actually, where some stones do look larger than they weigh. Yes, it's absolutely true, and it's, I've gotten that call a few times actually, where it's like, I think you guys sent me, the wrong piece. Like, my stone looks way larger than, whatever carat weight, and I'm just like, well, you see. Some stones do look larger, and I would be happy with that, right? To have such a larger look. And here it is, Paraiba on Paraiba with diamonds. I could have maybe put some pink diamonds around it, but I really wanted the focus to be just the center stones, right? Forget pink diamonds, whatever. They don't interest me when there's Paraiba involved, right? Let's move on. And let's see here. I do have, if anyone is curious, not to, overwhelm anyone. I know, how is that even possible at this point? But I do have the 514 total weight Paraiba earrings out here if anyone is interested. About $257 a ear for the Paraiba. So just throwing it out there in case anyone is a little bit curious. We have the Mandarin garnet in the saddle ring. And I think I just have to show you guys the emerald that I had flashed earlier. I'll even bring out the rejected loose stones. I know, it's like no one else does that, right? But here we are showing you guys the best and show you guys, what other people get. Let me know on this pendant. And we are going to move right along. So up next, flashed this earlier, cannot stay. This is 1124040. This is our 247 oval Colombian emerald. And it's also got a carat 41 of diamonds. Everyday wearable, white, yellow, or the rose gold. I would heavily recommend it in either the white gold or the yellow gold, not in the rose gold. And let me just grab my little rejected gemstone here because it has color zoning to it. It has inclusions. It's not a great stone. That's why it's a rejection. And yet there are people out there who will pay top dollar for, you know, this. Can you guys see the difference there? Like, it's not good. The stone that I'm holding is a rejection. You can just barely see the color zoning from here, but yeah, you can see all of the inclusions there. I'm actually even a little bit scared of holding the stone, right? It's just so included, and it's, you know, you guys are not gonna like the stone. If we set it, you guys are not gonna like it. You guys are gonna be like, yeah, that's not TVON. Like, that's, like, why is it there? I would agree if this stone right here were set. You can just see the comparison. And, you know, this is rejection, yes, but it's still one of the better rejections because of the color. Like last week, we had a emerald cut rejected stone that I had showed you guys that I can also bring it out again. And people will still pay, you know, thousands upon thousands of dollars just for, you know, our rejection just because of the color. But if you're gonna spend, you know, a couple $1,000s to, you know, get an emerald, I want you to have the best. This is where you can get the best. And this emerald right here, you guys know it, $59.99, that's the price. If you guys wanted to know where it started at, over $10,000. But it's been here, it's been presented. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I just want to show you guys, again, a comparison. I think it's nice to have. I'm just glad that we even have, you know, some rejected stones that I can, you know, bring out to show you guys. Because this is emerald. The one in the ring, that is what you want. The one that I'm holding right here, you do not want that. And let me actually see if I can hold the stone and go around and block a light. I don't have the longest of limbs here, but there we go. You can kind of see where towards the center of that loose stone, the color just kind of disappears. And then, you know, it is rather included. I'm sorry, it's backwards here. My brain does not work. But you can kind of see that, you know, out of the two, you clearly immediately have a preference one over the other here. And it's gonna be the emerald in the ring. So just throwing it out there that you really are getting basically the top 10% in terms of emeralds. We are very picky in our quality. There is no emerald that is going to be, you know, 100% clean. Tracy, I wish I could. But, you know, it's very rarely is it going to happen that we get to have an emerald that is, you know, 100% clean. And the one in the ring, it's not 100% clean, but it looks like that. You know, you can't say that that's not a fantastic stone. It's an amazing stone. Definitely better than the one I'm holding right here, which, by the way, the one that I'm holding is a $359. People will pay, you know, $6,000, if not more, for just this stone that I'm holding, and it looks like that. It's like, it's cloudy. It's included. It's a little too included, right? I mean, you look at it from the back, those are all of its inclusions. The stone in the ring does not have that problem. I'm gonna do some dancing here. I'm gonna flip this one around. The color saturation is there. The clarity is also there. You can see the difference, right? I'm gonna try to angle it at the same angle. You can see the difference. This one is light. I mean, if that's what you like, that's perfectly fine, but this one, there is some color zoning in the stone that I'm holding. Absolutely not the case in the ring in front of you right here. It's right in front of your eyes. There's no hiding it. There's no color the stone with a green highlighter and hope for the best, right? There's none of that. So let me know on this one if you would like to grab it. I'm gonna try my best. Flip this ring back around, using my left hand here. And you tell me which one you like, because I like the one in the ring better than this loose stone right here. But let me know. And if you wanted to see the other rejected loose stone that I had brought out last week, I just thought, you know, ovals, might as well compare it with ovals. But this was a stone that I had last week, just for comparison's sakes. I mean, you can't even see into the stone. It's covered in inclusions, it's cloudy, it's hazy. Like, you can see the difference in terms of the quality right here. Literally side by side, you can see the quality difference. And people, again, will still pay, you know, $6,000 for this stone because of the color. I don't want you guys to pay $6,000 to get, you know, this, right? That does not look good. Especially when paired with our VS diamonds. I mean, hold on, let me stop the wheel for a second here. And let me just hover this in front of the stone. I mean, this stone with VS diamonds would absolutely not work. You would be able to see, you know, how murky the stone is. It's not gonna look good. This is why we use VS diamonds, because we care about our quality, and you guys care too. And we care that you guys care. So again, this stone is never gonna be set. You can just see the difference here in terms of the clarity. I mean, the color is pretty much there, but you ask anyone, you screenshot this and you send it to anyone and you ask them, which stone would you take? Both natural, both from the earth, both Colombian emerald, which one would you take? 100% of the time, they're gonna go for the oval, no doubt about it. So let me know on this one, $59.99 for our ring. Loose stone is going back into the rejection pile. And, or not, I might have to bring it out until every single emerald of ours goes, which is not possible because I'm gonna keep making more. But, you know, when you have a stone like this, I just can't believe that it's still hanging out, that no one is thinking about it, or maybe you are, let me know. Because this cannot stay here. You know, we can still change the gold color for you. We can still size it for you. Don't do it in the rose gold. Chat auction. Chat is running their own little auction here. Yeah, we're not going to sell rejected stones, guys. You guys can run your own little auctions, but we're not going to sell our rejected stones. But I mean, this ring, it has to go. Let me also try it on the hand because you have to see it. It's 247. It's a nice size. I mean, I just put it on my hand, put my hand down right in front of you guys, and you guys can see, you know, it's bright. There's no doubt about it. This is emerald. And if you showed it to someone who maybe never shopped with us, never shopped, you know, true quality, you know, gem quality emerald, they might be a little bit surprised. They might even doubt you. They might be like, oh yeah, that's probably man-made, right? You know, there's no way emerald can possibly be that clean, that bright. Only at TVON is that possible. So let me know on this one. $59.99. It's just crazy that this one is still here. And if you get it, and for whatever reason you do not like it, or it's not for you, send it right on back. And I'll put it right back on this wheel, and I will bring back our rejections, and I will show them together until it goes again. No problem there. But at least see what true quality emerald looks like in person for yourself. Let me know on this one. We can change the gold color. Let's bring it back up close one last time here and see if anyone would like to grab it. And let me also just one more time from the back here. I mean, I'm having a hard time locating any inclusions. Let me see one. I see some to the right, top right of the stone, some to the bottom right. See, aside from that, like I'm having a hard time just finding inclusions in this one stone. So feel free to screenshot it, of course. But I'm just looking here, trying to find all the inclusions. Like, it says something when I'm up here and I'm trying to look for inclusions and I can't really find any. So again, emerald, this is where it's at. If you already have, you know, a smaller stone that you're happy with, why not go for a bigger stone, right? So here it is. Chat is still running their little auction. They're up to $30 right now. But let me know on this one, $59.99. Sherry, I think I saw a comment earlier about you wanting to see the gold quartz. I'll bring it up right now. You guys can continue your little auction. And we're going to move along. So call me on this one. Call me on anything that you've seen so far. And I expect this one to go by the end of the day. Let's bring up the gold quartz here with our little square center stone. This is 1123789. This is our 2 carat exactly square natural gold quartz. I love how it's a square. We don't see so many squares. I love the square cut myself, and a 2 carat exactly too. And 20 points of the diamonds. Now, again, this is not your average little band. This is gold on top of diamonds on top of gold, white, yellow, or the rose gold. Now, for this one, I will say I would like to see it in the yellow gold. Might just be me and, seeing the yellow gold inside of the stone. But, personally speaking, I tend to like our gold quartz in the yellow gold because, the quartz color, it's a little bit more of a neutral, a neutral color. It can range from white to gray, right, with some black mixed in there. But, to give it more warmth to it, I like more warmth in my pieces. I would prefer this one in the yellow gold. That's just my opinion. I think it still looks fine in the white gold if you want to just push the contrast of the white gold versus the yellow gold in the stone, but that's just my 2 cents. Rose gold if you really want to, but I wouldn't recommend it for this. I have seen some gold quartz where there is a pinkish tone to it, which in that case I would be okay with the rose gold, but in this case I would recommend, let's see, 70% the yellow gold and then 30% the white gold. That's just what I think. Totally up to you. This was $24.99 and then flashed it, yelled out a price. The price was $8.88. So this one, $8.88, and you get 10% off of that too. So love to have it, love to see it. The little chat auction is still running here, it looks like. And let me know on this one. And of course, I will try it on here. But first, this is what it looks like from the side. And the back as well. It's a wider band when you can see the band itself taper. That is what is happening here. This is, again, not a paper thin gold and diamond band. This has layers to it. This is what it looks like on the hand as well. Not my size currently, but you can just see how wide that band is compared to, the other bands that we've had here. Love to see it. I love the millgrain work around the center stone too. It almost looks like it has its own little diamond halo, but it's just gold. But I just love how different it looks on the hand for only $8.88 as well. That is just crazy. And from the side as well, let's say, like a cabochon where it's flat on the back and curved in the front. Would love to see it in the yellow gold. Let me know what you think, Sherry. And let's go back up close on this before it gets stuck on my hand forever. And there we go. So here it is. The opal, I believe, is still here. And I don't know if anyone is interested. We had these earrings not too long ago. It's a lot of the fancy colors. I don't know if anyone remembers this pair of earrings. I decided that it deserved the box, so I put it in a box. But you can see how sizable every single stone is. If you remember this pair of earrings, I'm very pleased to say that it's gotten a discount, and on top of that, you get that extra discount. So if you want this, you remember that it was at $99.99. Well, it is back today, and it has been discounted down to $88.88. So just throwing it out there, if you want to see it again, full presentation, that's perfectly fine. But I'm sure you do not, forget about these earrings and that they are here, discounted, and for one collector only. Honestly, the perfect multicolor, fancy colored diamond collection in one pair of earrings. So again, just throwing it out there, $88.88 on this one. And let's go back to our quartz here. do some water drinking here. Speaking of, Tracy, I have to ask. So I got a cat, a little kitten, and she does not like to drink water. Do you recommend that I get a fountain for her? Because I don't want her to be dehydrated, and I do put water in her wet food. But I'm just thinking maybe a fountain would be better for her. So I don't know, first time cat owner here. I don't know anything, doing my best. And yes, I was able to cut her nails yesterday while she was sleeping. So no casualties. Let me know on this gold quartz right here. And next up, I think I have to show the Mozambique ruby. I just have to. And in case anyone is curious, not too long ago, we actually had a private collection raspberry sapphire. Good to know, Tracy. I'll definitely look to getting one over the weekend. And if you guys remember that raspberry sapphire from the private collection, well, that one kind of flew out the door. And I saw this one and it reminded me of that. They're calling this a pink sapphire, but I think it's, more than just a pink sapphire. I think there's so much more to, this stone in particular. This is 1125237. They're calling this a pink sapphire, but I don't know about you guys, but I am seeing a fair bit of purples in there. It's kind of like some of our Malaya garnets. That's what the color reminds me of. I'm seeing Mahenge pink spinel, like the neon pinks. Like this has got, different levels of pinks and purples going on here. Any simple ruby rings? Let me see. You know me, I either go crazy or I go crazy simple. Let me see. I don't have a simple ruby ring. Tim, are we able to look for any simple ruby rings? Yeah. And then I can't think of any. I know all of our, not all, but most of our ruby rings are tend to be in the signature style, bridge design, double halo, triple halo, this and that. Carat 11 of diamonds on this one, absolutely. Tuna packed in water and mixed with water. No milk or cream, yeah, no milk for the cat. Tuna packed in water, mixed with water. I'll keep that in mind. I'll see if she likes it. Yeah, I have wet food for her. I have her dry food for her, and she just does not like water. Scared of the sink, and very playful. This is sapphire, multi-layered pink sapphire. In our bridge design, I mean, you look at it from the side, and I don't know about you guys, but if I'm being really picky here, I am picking up just a faint little bit of orange. Like, this is not, the system really did this piece dirty by just calling it a pink sapphire. This is not just your pink sapphire. This looks like Mahenge pink spinel, Malaya garnet, royals, and barin, all mixed into one. This was supposed to be $99.99, which, if you know sapphires, we do not have many sapphires, this large in size. Change the gold color if you would like. If you maybe missed out on the raspberry sapphire that we had not too long ago, I think this is a perfect alternative. It's still a decently sized stone, and it's here for one color and one color only. It is clean. It is bright. Sapphires, believe it or not, can have color zoning and inclusions, all that fun stuff, all that good stuff. But this one, the color is there. It is consistent. The stone is unbelievably clean, and it is luscious. I have to say, this is a luscious sapphire. I would love to see it in the yellow gold, but if you want to keep it like it is in the white gold, that's perfect too. I'd even be curious to see it in the rose gold, maybe. But if you would like this one, again, running out of time here, still got a couple of pieces to share with you guys. We're gonna make this one right here $39.99 if you'd like to take it. Again, this is what it looks like from the side here. Again, just a faint hint of orange to my eye. I don't know how everyone else is seeing this, but just to me, seeing a little bit of orange here. That's what it looks like from the back with your bridge design. It is true to size on this one. That's what it looks like from the other side. And wow, look, from the other side, you know, I am seeing some reds. And it looks very different from what it looks like from over here. So this is not like that pleochroic sapphire that we had that we all missed, but I mean, just this one stone right here, it is doing something, and it is doing something different. This is what it looks like on the hand here, because of course a stone of this size should show up pretty well against the hand, and it absolutely does. Single halo around that center stone there. Bridge design, I mean, wow. Have you seen a sapphire that bright before? Typically they don't really do that, but this one it looks like it has its own little light source there. Love to see that. And there we go, $39.99 on this one. We'll bring it back up close here and see what you guys think. I'm gonna be looking for ruby rings and tuna water. I'll keep that in mind. Cats like tuna water. And let's see, gold quartz, I believe still here. Cat's eye indicolite, still here as well. I know, I waited until my little cat, her name is Blue, because she's a Russian blue. I waited till she fell asleep last night, and I clipped her nails, and she was so good about it, didn't even wake up. And I'm sure she woke up very confused as to why her nails were cut, but now she can, you know, climb on my shoulders and not make me look like I've been mauled by a toothpick. But yeah, it's been a fun, interesting week so far. I think it was meant to be, because she wasn't there until last Friday, and I had actually planned to go to the shelter 2 weeks ago, but I did not go. And instead I went last Saturday, and then she was there last Friday. So I think it was meant to be. And no allergies from her whatsoever. Not even a sniffle, not even a tickle. And the first night was crazy though. She woke up every 2 hours. I could not sleep well. And not to mention, I was getting a little allergic from the other cats at the shelter. But after that first night, she's been really good. You know, sleeping on my face and stuffing her, you know, toe up my nose. But aside from that, a very good cat. And hi, Alan. Yeah, a little larger one. Yeah, for the squares for the gold quartz, we don't have too many of the squares. I'll definitely keep an eye out. I know I like the square cut too, but Sherry, if you like the square cut, I'll keep an eye out. And if I see anything, I'll let you know. And Alexandrite, Nicole, I don't have anything up here in the Alexandrites. Let me see. Let me just make sure here. Yeah, I don't have anything. Tim, can we also ask in the back if we have any Alexandrites for Nicole? Alexandrites for Nicole. Yes. Alrighty there. So yeah, I don't think I have anything up here, and I didn't hear anything either, so we'll keep looking. I know a lot of our stones, they tend to be little in the smaller sizes, but we'll see if we have anything, and then if we do, we can bring it out. And yeah, let's show you guys the Tanzanite up next, because this is a mounting that I absolutely love. So let me know on our little sapphire here, not so little sapphire. And next up we have 1124983. Just gonna clean it up a little bit here. And it is going to be right here. This is a gorgeous piece. I would 100% wear this as an index finger ring. It is smooth. It is unbelievably heavy because of the platinum. And I mean, just look at it. Not touching the stone, not touching the ring, red flashes. This is iconic. This is our 1004 with 2 carats exactly of your white diamonds, the tapered baguettes, and you got your round, brilliant cut white diamonds as well. I mean, this is it. We've had a lot of tanzanites, rings, earrings, pendants, had a bangle here and there, right? But this is one of those designs that, as a ring, you could wear anywhere you want. A lot of our other pieces, you know, single halo, bridge design, you know, it maybe the middle and ring finger, it works, but I want something that you can wear on the index finger, and I think this one is that piece. Only got this one, $15,999 where it started. I mean, you just look at it, right? It is that perfect blue. It's got those red flashes. Everything about this piece is to dream for. And even better is that it's no longer going to be $69.99 either. Ovals are not my go-to choice for stone cuts, as you guys all know. Ovals, cushions, right? Not my necessarily favorite. But when you have a stone that is of this color, of this intensity, then I'm like, okay, I don't care what shape it's in. As long as the quality is there, I am all for it. I am team Tanzanite. This, I mean, just red flashes. That stone is gorgeous. It is blue. There's no window in it. It is just, it feels so luscious to the eye, like just looking at it. And it's not $69.99 either. This is what it looks like on the hand. Naturally, I just had to put it on the index finger, true to size on this one. And because of how much surface area this ring covers, it's not gonna roll, it's not gonna turn, just get it in your size. Even from here, you see red flashes. This ring just perfectly hugs your finger. You can wear it on the index, the middle, the ring finger, wear it however you want to. But if you already have enough rings, you know, to wear on your ring finger, to wear on your middle finger, you want something a little bit different but still sizable, I think this one is the one to go for. I mean, it just works, it's comfortable, true to size. I love everything about it. The diamonds, you know, it's perfectly, you know, shimmery to a point where, you know, it's not overwhelming each other, right? You can still focus on the tanzanite, still appreciate the diamonds. It almost looks like mirrors of diamonds just going around the entire piece. There's no competition, like diamonds are brighter or, you know, tanzanite brighter, right? It all works together so well. And we're gonna make it $5,999. And yes, still take the 10% off of that. This one has to go. I will say, out of, you know, the tanzanite rings that we've had here and there, this is one of my top favorites, just because of how smooth it looks, the tapered baguettes, how wearable it is, how wearable it can be. Let me move it over to my ring finger. I don't think it's gonna fit me on my middle finger without it getting stuck, so we'll have to see. So we do have a ruby ring as requested, and it so happens to be from the private collection. Zambaran, of course. Joanne interested in the Zambaran, coming up next. I mean, this tanzanite, $59.99, that looks like that. It's wearable. You can wear it wherever you want. Not the pinky, but wear it wherever you want. You can just change up a look just like that. It doesn't have to be today and then tomorrow and the day after. Just change it up by the hour if you want to. That's what I love about this design. Let me know. Let's go back up close. We have a couple of pieces here to show you guys. Before we move on, this is also what it looks like from the back. I mean, have you ever seen the backside of a gemstone look that good? Like, we've all seen tanzanites at this point. We've seen blue and block D tanzanite. We've seen private collection, museum reserve, this and that. Have you ever seen a tanzanite look this good from the back? I mean, this is my first time seeing something, and I'm like, okay, wow, that's a little different. I love that. I mean, let me know, but everything about this, I love. The depth of color is there. The color is still open, red flashes, of course. Love it. And next up, we do have a ruby. And looks a little something like this. Got to get it cleaned up here, but Stefan, let me know what you think here. I've been meaning to ask, is it pronounced Stefan or Steven? I'm very bad with pronunciation sometimes. Is it Stefan or Steven? Which one do you prefer? But this is the ruby that was brought out. I know you asked for something simple, and this isn't, you know, necessarily simple, but it's got yellow diamonds, it's got white diamonds, it's got everything you could have wanted in a ruby ring. And this is 1124427. A little bit running out of time here. Let me just grab the Zambaran before I forget here. But this is going to be our carat 20 round private collection Burma ruby. White and yellow gold on this one. 21 points of your yellow diamonds. And wow, wow, surprise, surprise, a carat 17 of your white diamonds. That is a lot of diamonds here. And I love the white and yellow gold, the white and yellow diamond. I love this combination. And you can see how, again, I'm not touching the ruby. The wheel is just turning on its own, and the ruby itself is glimmering. It's got fire inside of the stone. Love to see it. Now, I don't really do this, but I see a note here that they wanted me to auction it off, and I don't do auctions on Fridays. And so they originally wanted me to auction it off starting at, let's see, 3,000. Not gonna do that. I'm just gonna price it. It started at $59.99. And, you know, auctions, they say, you know, start at this, get close to, you know, 5,000 at least, right? Not gonna happen. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna completely ignore that note. And if you would like this, Steven, okay, thank you. I'm sorry for pronouncing it wrong. If you like this one, call me now. And we are going to make it not even, you know, $29.99, which is where they wanted me to basically start the auction at. I'm not gonna auction this, just gonna price it. And instead of even $29.99, again, time is running out, I'm gonna do something that I don't think I should do. I'm gonna make it even lower. We're gonna price this at $24.99. If I get in trouble, that's fine. As long as someone is happy, I'm happy. $24.99 for private collection ruby, yellow diamonds, white diamonds, and it looks like this on the hand. I mean, even from here, that ruby is glimmering. The yellow diamonds are saturated. The white diamonds are large. I mean, everything wrapped into one ring. Steven, let me know what you think. This is typically a mounting that we reserve for yellow diamonds of, you know, 1 carat, 1.5 carat, you know, generally those sizes, right? Russian demontoids, emeralds. And here we have a carat 20 ruby in this exact same ring. But of course, because it's from the private collection. So let me know on this one. All you gotta do is tell me what size you want it in, and we will get it sized and out the door for you just like that. No problem there. Let me know on this one. And let me also get to really quickly here the Zambaran for Joanne before we move on here. The Zambaran, I just had it. Where'd it go? But yeah, anything else from today, please do let me know. We had the Mandarin garnet with the Paraiba pendant. I might have to, I wish I could grab it for myself, but I want one of you guys to have it. And here is the Zambaran for Joanne. Yeah, this is this is a crazy good stone. This is 112-3815. It's got Tony's approval. I like it. Joanne, if you like it, please let me know. This is a 1619 center stone, an oval. And we just had a oval Tanzanite, and you kind of saw how the light worked with the facets and how it dispersed the light. There is something about this stone where like the flashes of colors are so incredibly large. Like no other stone I've seen does this. Tanzanites, show me a 20 karat, it does not do this. Something about the way the stone is cut, I mean, that is not a flash, that is like a huge chunk of the stone. It's also got 66 points of your white diamonds, your princess cuts. White, yellow, or the rose gold, we will do it for you. I personally would go for the yellow gold. Again, I love the yellow gold. I think it makes everything look richer, but I mean, just look at it, right? This stone, the design is simple. When you have a large stone like this, you really don't want to overwhelm the entire look with, 3 carats of diamonds, Then it becomes a little bit unwearable. But when you have a simple style like this, almost like a take on the 3-stone style, you can wear it every single day. Tracy says, so yummy looking. I agree. I mean, there's something about this, Royals and Baron, the size, of course, the colors, right? The different colorful flashes just going through the stone. I love this. It's not going to be $79.99. Joanne, let me know what you think. I think this might be the largest. I'll definitely have to check, but take a look at it on the hand. Because this is not your baby stone. This is it. This is Royals and Baron. This is what it's all about. We're going to make it $49.99 if you would like to grab it here today. Again, you don't really see as much of the gold, but just as a slight little, background color, I do prefer it in the yellow gold. Keep it in the white if you would like to. I wouldn't be mad at the rose gold either, considering all of the pinks, the reds, the purples that are, happening inside of the stone, but it is up to you. And if you get this, I know that you will love it. I mean, it looks like there's confetti inside the stone. And this is not like, opal or, whatever multicolored gemstone. This is Zambaran. It is a color shifting stone, yes, but typically it does not do this. And here it is, just showing off right in front of our eyes here. That's what it looks like from the side as well. Very similar to the red flashes that we see in our bluing block Tanzanite. Love to see. I mean, I'm just moving my hand. I'm not even like moving it like here and here, which, wow. I mean, just look at that, right? I mean, you're going to be wearing this on your hand. You're going to be moving your hands, and it's going to be doing that. Like, quite literally, like confetti exploding inside of the stone, right? I'm just, moving my hand a little bit more here and there, but I mean, just look at it. All of those flashes coming through and just moving my hand here and there again, right? Like no matter how you look at it, it's going to have it all. Love the stone, love this piece. Let me know, $49.99, take the 10% off. And let's go back up close, and I'm gonna start building our recap wheel right here. Starting with, of course, our emerald ring that I believe is still here. And we have our sapphire, we have our Paraiba, and don't forget we also had a couple of pendants that are still hanging out here. I'm just not going to put it up here because they don't tend to sit very well, but just keep in mind that several of them are still here. And Stephen, no problem there. Let's see, what else is still hanging out here that I need to show you guys? The green zircon, I don't know about that one, so better to double check with your operators. And if anyone wants the Tsavorite bracelet that I had flashed at the very beginning of the show, all of these stones right here perfectly matching. Tennis bracelet, by the way. If you would like that bracelet, we're just going to make it $39.99, just like that. So if you would like it, if you want to see it with all the information, let me know. But very rarely do we get to see an entire bracelet. I know last week we just had an entire necklace, but here we have an entire bracelet. I'm gonna zoom back just a little bit here, and I'm gonna have to figure out where in the world I should put our Tsavorite garnet. Let me see here. I think I might have to move this one to the back a little bit, and this one in the center. Move this one forward, and see what else can I put up here to complete our little recap wheel here. Maybe the opal. I'm very surprised at myself that didn't have any opals here today, except for this little guy right here. This is our little, I'm calling it the Aurora opal because, I mean, right? It looks like it, definitely. It looks like a mountain range in the lower right half of the stone. And then suddenly the sky just lights up bright, bright green. And here we have our little recap wheel. So let me actually see if there's anything else I could put up here. I could probably fit the Mandarin garnet with the Paraiba pendant. I can probably fit that up here. Let me try my best to. But aside from that, this is all we have for today. If you want to talk, after the end of the show about any of these pieces, I'll be hanging out here for a couple of minutes if you want to chat on anything up here. If you want to chat about, that Paraiba pendant, the one with the purple and the blue, I love to talk to you about it. And let's see if there's any takers on this. And very rarely do we get to see two heart shapes up there at the same time. Tsavorite and Mandarin garnet, love to see it. Tanzanite still here. The one that looks like this still here. Let me actually swap this one out. I just want to build the perfect wheel right here. I think this covers all of the colors. Love it. Let me know if you want to talk about anything. The emerald cannot stay. Had one last week. I knew that it was going to go. It just took a little bit of time, but it still went out the door. This is another comparison between the stones here. Again, we do not sell our rejections. We are all for top quality stones. And again, that is just a comparison. Let me bring back the oval so you can see, two oval emeralds compared side by side. And this is also, it's a very included stone. It's kind of hard to see because the color is, the color is still there. It's got a little bit of that color zoning at the top and bottom sides of the stone here, but you can see the difference in quality. This right here is what everyone else is getting, and that right there is what you are getting. I mean, if you were to pick between the two, I'm sure everyone would pick that one, not this one. If this stone were in that mounting, the VS diamonds would just outshine the center stone, and you never want to have that, right? You never want to have, accent stones outshining what should be the star. So let me know on the emerald as well. Anything else for today? We had our Tanzanite pendant with the Mahenge pink spinel. We had two of them. Gee, listen, if something is haunting you, you gotta get it, right? You're gonna get it eventually, I know it. So might as well get it now. You can sleep peacefully tonight and not have to worry about it tomorrow. And this is it. Last couple of minutes is here. And I just want to thank everyone for watching and for another eventful Friday evening here with a lot of brand new designs. And I'm looking forward to bringing you guys some more designs in the next couple of weeks and months as well. Have a couple more pieces still in the works here, so as soon as those are completed, you know that they're going to be here on our Friday evening show. And again, Paraiba pendant, the purple and the blue. If you want to talk about it, I'll be here. Again, I mean, at this point, you can't even get the blue Paraiba for, $29,000 essentially. So make that price make sense, but I'll take it. So Again, thank you so much for joining me today. Lauren will be back with you guys tomorrow on TV online, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific, right? 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., right? So again, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and see you guys next Friday. And let's take another look at our recap wheel here. A little sleep deprived this week. The blue kept waking me up at 7 a.m. and I am never awake at that time. I'm gonna teach her to be a little bit lazy like me and just get up at 10. Get up at 9 at least. So, 2 Mandarin pendants. Well, you see, this one has a Paraiba on it, so it's a little bit different, right? And again, if you guys are traveling, stay safe and stay hydrated. I'm sure it's still pretty hot out there in some parts of the country here. So again, I'll see you guys back here again next Friday. And in the meantime, have a great rest of your night. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow. The weekends are always fantastic shows. And have a great night, everyone. I will see you guys next Friday.